say, since the first patient begin recover and return home, more people don't start to dey come for treatment. Dem believe say public trust dey gradually return. Meanwhile, health workers continue to warn say Ebola still dey spread and many contacts of infected people never dey traced. For now, every patient wey recover dey give families, communities and medical workers fresh hope say the outbreak still fit come under control. Enter bbcpidgin.com for more tori and follow us for our social media platforms, including TikTok and WhatsApp channel.
That's not the breakdown
from BBC Pidgin.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Unleash the power of the airwaves with the ultimate radio experience. Tune in to Today 95.1 FM, the voice of the people. Don't just listen, immerse yourself.
That is 100% true.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today 95.1 FM.
Today 95.1 FM. Port Harcourt. News update.
Good afternoon. Here is the business news on Today 95.1 FM. I am Dawn Wilson. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has directed banks, fintechs, and other operators in the payment ecosystem to store all payment transaction data generated within the country, while also introducing measures to curb excessive market dominance in the industry. The Apex Bank disclosed this in a circular titled Introduction of Market Structure Requirements, Data Localization, Ultimate Beneficial Ownership Disclosure, and Systemic Oversight Measures in the Nigeria Payments System. The CBN directed all regulated entities to submit monthly market share returns and stated that all affected financial institutions are required to take necessary measures to achieve full compliance not later than December 31 of 2026. Revenue generated from value-added tax, VAT, and company income tax, CIT, fell year-on-year by 6.2% to 3.79 trillion naira in the first quarter of 2026 from 4.04 trillion naira in the first quarter of 2025, then by a 3.08% year-on-year fall in CIT during the period. According to the MBS, CIT fell to 1.37 trillion naira in the first quarter of 2026 from 1.89 trillion naira in the first quarter of 2025. However, VAT grew by 19.8% year-on-year to 2.42 trillion naira year-on-year from 2.02 trillion naira in the first quarter of 2025. Similarly, VAT increased by 9.98% quarter-on-quarter from 2.20 trillion in fourth quarter of 2025. Report disclosed that of the total VAT collected, local payments stood at 1.11 trillion naira, foreign VAT payments were 834.4 naira, while import VAT contributed 477.55 billion naira during the quarter. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria has called on the federal government and the National Environmental Standards and Regulation Enforcement Agency to suspend the proposed ban on single-use plastics below 80 microns. MAN warned that the policy could render existing investments obsolete, increase production costs, weaken competitiveness, and expose manufacturers to significant capital losses. In a statement made available to newsmen, MAN expressed concern over the proposed implementation of the National Environmental Plastic Waste Control Regulations 2026, which aims to prohibit the production and use of single-use plastic products with a thickness of less than 80 microns and impose taxes on shopping bags with wall thickness ranging from 30 to 50 microns. The association said while it supports efforts to address environmental pollution and promote sustainable waste management, the proposed regulation was premature, lacked sufficient empirical justification, and posed serious risks to Nigeria's economy, manufacturing sector, and employment. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has warned that the growing use of US dollar-denominated stablecoins in Nigeria could weaken demand for the naira and reduce the effectiveness of the country's monetary policy framework. According to the IMF, the migration of cross-border transactions from traditional banking channels to digital wallets and cryptocurrency exchanges is creating a form of digital dollarization with implications for exchange rate management and monetary policy transmission. The fund noted that as more Nigerians hold and transact in dollar-pegged stablecoins, demand for the local currency declines, potentially limiting the Central Bank of Nigeria's ability to influence economic activity through interest rates and foreign exchange policies. On the foreign scene, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, is set to resume discussions with Senegal during a mission to Dakar, marking the first formal engagement between the two sides since talks were suspended in February. Led by IMF mission chief for Senegal, Mercedes Vera Martin, and a team of economists, the visit comes shortly after President Bassirou Diomaye Faye appointed a new government amid mounting concerns over the country's public finances. A key objective of the mission is to assess the true scale of Senegal's debt burden, estimated at around 132% of gross domestic product, when liabilities linked to state-owned enterprises are included. IMF officials are also expected to review measures introduced by authorities to prevent the recurrence of opaque borrowing practices that have raised concerns among international lenders. And that was the business news on Today 95.1 FM. I'm Don Wilson. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
Maybe home is somebody's smile when they look at you for the first time. Maybe home is being a home to something you love and adore with all your heart, and that is what life, friendship, and love are all about. Maybe home is listening to all of your favorite shows on Today 95.1 FM. We create memories. We inspire comfort. We are the voice of the people, and we are home away from home.
Education never ends, and we believe it starts even way earlier than most of us think. On Andre Gorgie, every Tuesday, 1 to 2 p.m., we unravel these various building blocks and its challenges that make you and I better versions of ourselves. Andre Gorgie on Today 95.1 FM.
to the shows we put out every day on Today 95.1 FM. My name is Dawn Wilson, and it's time for Andra Gorgie. That's basically the educational show where we open your eyes and ears and your minds to, innovations in education, angles or thoughts, patterns or perspectives that we may not have seen when it comes to education, the good, the bad, and the ugly, basically, of education. Now, I'm not alone in the studio. The expert is here in the form or in the person of Ejiro Caroline. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Okay, so let me build a little bit of a foundation, then we get talking. But if you'd like to be part of the conversation when that time rolls around, here are the numbers and our social media handles: 0810-9510-951. That's 0810-9510-951. For voice notes, text messages, and WhatsApp messages, 0701-9339-962. 0701-9339-962. Now, on social media, for YouTube, Today 951 FM. That's YouTube, Today 951 FM. On Facebook, Today 95.1 FM. That's for Facebook. Instagram, X, and Twitch have the same handle, Today FM 951. That's Today FM 951. On our website, we are www.todayfmlive.com. That's www.todayfmlive.com. Now, you'll see a rectangle there, white and gray, I believe, or black and gray, whatever. Listen live. That's what you want to look for. Tap that, you're in. Now, for those of you who prefer stuff from Google Play Store and the Apple Play Store, well, look for the Radio Garden app. Then search Today 95.1 FM after downloading said Radio Garden app, and that's all there is to it. Okay. Now, when the calls start coming in, and we do hope calls will come in, you get 1 minute. So put your thoughts in order before you call. Now, where absolutely necessary, then 1 minute, 30 seconds. You'll then hear me say, all right, which means I'm about to cut you off. So wrap it up. All right. Now, according to The Guardian, they have this headline: 20 years after 934 policy, reform on paper, crisis in practice as Nigerians debate common entrance abolition. In times past, we used to practice, I think, 6334, but somehow they changed it. Now, a bit of context before we get into the conversation. Let's see now. Educational reforms in Nigeria have often been characterized by ambitious policy formulation and weak implementation strategies. This became evident when the federal government recently announced the ban of common entrance examinations for primary 6 pupils 2 decades after introducing the 9 years of basic education, 3 years of senior secondary school education, and 4 years of tertiary education, popularly known as 934 system. Now, the introduction of the policy ought to have eliminated common entrance 20 years ago. The system emerged from the need to modify the earlier 6334 structure that had been in place since 1982, which divided schooling into 6 years of primary education, 3 years of junior secondary, 3 years of senior, and 4 years of tertiary. This reform effectively merged the 6 years of primary education and the 3 years of junior secondary school into a single block of 9 years of compulsory basic education. The new structure was formally launched around November 2007, marking a significant shift in Nigeria's educational system. The rationale behind this reform was both educational and socioeconomic. The government sought to ensure uninterrupted and compulsory education for every Nigerian child up to the junior secondary level by extending basic education to 9 years. Policymakers had expected reduction in dropout rates, especially among children who previously left school after primary education. The 934 system was designed to standardize the curriculum and improve learning outcomes. The previous system, 6334, often created disjointed transitions between primary and junior secondary school, but the new design was then projected to provide a more continuous and integrated learning experience. Another major reason for the reform was the need to align Nigeria's education system with global best practices and development goals, particularly the Millennium Development Goals, which emphasize universal access to basic education. By making 9 years of schooling compulsory, Nigeria aimed to improve literacy rates and human capital development. Nigeria introduced the Universal Basic Education UBE program alongside the 934 system to improve school enrollment and reduce the number of out-of-school children. While enrollment figures increased over the years, one of the signs of the failure of 934 system is the realization that Nigeria presently still has one of the highest out-of-school children globally. Noteworthy is that the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, 2024 reports disclose that Nigeria has approximately 18.3 million out-of-school children. All right, you know what? Let's stop it there because basically, as usual, we are great on paper. And then we are absolutely rubbish on follow-through. Okay, tell me this because you're the expert. Do they still carry out common entrance examinations? Because I think they do.
Yeah.
Oh, so they still do?
Yes, they still do. There are some schools that are doing it. Then some states are not even doing it, yes. But in River State, where we are, yes, they are. They are still writing it. So you have a particular school will fix their date, that this is when they are writing. Okay, so school A, they know that by, let's say, June, they will write. School B will know that by July, they should be writing.
Okay.
Then, just like that, that's what they do. But they write in River State. I'm aware of that.
I'm confused. If something has been around since 2007, it's supposed to, it's a good, the plan is good, the policy is good.
Yes, please.
Have enough children. I think it's focused on public schools, the way it's structured.
Yeah.
Have enough children transitioning. In fact, there's no need for a transition. You just go from primary
seamlessly,
school and you're
to secondary.
In secondary.
That was the plan.
You're just writing your school's exam and just going and going.
Yeah, just like moving from one class to the other.
So
yes.
why are we not implementing? Why hasn't it been implemented?
There is no monitoring. There's no follow-up. That's the issue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nobody's following up. You know, just as you said, we are good at bringing the ideas. We are good at saying them. We are good at putting them down.
Yeah.
But to follow up, to see that it's done, is not there. You understand?
Wait, hold on. Is common entrance is almost like, it's not, but almost like junior YX. Somebody is in charge of common entrance, not so?
Yes, please.
It's not the government.
Yeah, it's still the government now. But after, removing it and not wanting it to be anymore,
yes,
there is nobody that is, there's nobody that is actually standing out or following that, okay, this is what the government wants. This exam should not be anymore. Just allow the children to move from primary to secondary without any tests. Nobody's following, nobody's checking. So because of that, schools are still doing what they've been doing. And remember, it's business for them because some schools, of course, they ask children to pay. So asking children to transit without these exams is like stopping that pay that is coming. So they won't listen. If there is nobody to follow up, to check, of course, they'll still be doing what they are doing.
Wait. Let me get this right. Because I think, did I write common? Yes, I wrote common entrance. Government officials came with scripts and this and that, and you were supposed to use your pencils and stuff.
Yeah, shade and all.
Government officials,
yes, please,
will spend government money. No, scrap that. It's not government money. Taxpayers' money.
Okay.
Print out
the
exam
scripts,
questions and all of that.
Yeah.
And go to schools and give the schools
the scripts.
Even when the government has said, no, the jokes write themselves, I'm telling you. No need for this anymore.
Yeah.
Is it that, okay, the public schools don't have secondary schools that the children can just normally, you're done with primary school, go to, let's say, Indele secondary school now and continue from there?
They do. They have it. They do. They have it. So, but the thing is, where we are having the itches, it's majorly the private schools. That's where we are having it. You understand? Where the common entrance is still there for them. They are still printing their equations. And of course, they will always tell you that you have to pay because things went in You understand? As in, they have to put some things in place for that to be.
Okay.
So you have to pay so amounts. Okay. So whereby maybe let's say the government schools possibly are not doing it. They are following what has been stated. But it's not so with the private schools. So that is where we are having the different things. Okay, this one is doing this one is doing that. Yeah.
Okay, let me look at it from this angle. The public schools are not supposed to participate in common entrance anymore. You're just supposed to go to JS1 as soon as you're done with primary 6.
If after writing your normal exams and then you got it right,
and go to
you're promoted
this,
now.
This is the secondary school for this primary school.
Exactly.
Then the private schools are now saying, it's almost like you're writing a post-UTME, but for private schools.
Yes, that's how it is. That's what is happening right now. You just said so. That's what it is. You know, they give you this entrance test. Do you understand? In fact, aside entrance tests, we are talking about basic 6 now. Okay. Of which some of them it's grade 5. Okay, right. Grade 5 because they're using book ahead.
Okay.
So there's literally no grade 6.
Okay.
So from grade 5, the children they've been taught with book 6 and all. They've prepared them. But they will now fix a date that these children are to write what they call common entrance to secondary school. Then they inform their parents.
Wow.
And the parents will make payments for that said exams.
Yes.
Then once that has been done and the date is there, they write the exams and then they move to JS1. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, the other one I was talking about, entrance test, is when a child is coming from a different school now, another school entirely.
Okay.
You're not part of this school.
True.
Of course, they will have to try you.
Like an assessment to make sure you're fit.
You're fit for the class you're proposing.
All right.
Yes, but these entrance exams, schools are still doing it. Asking their parents to pay, they will pay for it, and then they'll fix a date, children will write. Yes.
Wow.
They're still doing it.
And okay, let's come to the parents. The parents don't know. The parents don't care. The parents are like, okay, it's a Nigerian thing. Let's just go with it. How is it the parents have dropped the ball on this one?
For the parents now, okay, one, I always tell us they are busy. So they may not really have the information that, okay, this thing has been scrapped. They shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't pay for it. You understand?
All right.
And number two, as they are busy, they are not aware, as I said, then once it is that time, children or the school will call their attention. It is time, you need to pay. They pay because possibly in their time.
Yeah.
So imagine somebody like me, let's just say I'm just that random parent, not into education, all right? And then the school puts a call through that, okay, it's time for your son to write or your baby to write. And then I'm like, okay, when is the common entrance? They tell me when, how much, and all. I will start paying because I'm not aware. All I know is that in my time, yes, there was a certain common entrance.
Yeah, okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Unlike maybe the one that is fully aware and will ask. Sometimes you even ask and they tell you every organization, they have their modus. Please, this is what we do here. What do you do but to comply? Are you following? So that's how it is.
Okay. In an ideal situation.
Okay.
I understand the public school, you're just supposed to go to the next, maybe the school might be next door.
Yeah.
Okay, go to such and such secondary school and just continue. That's your class.
Okay.
How is it supposed to work in private schools though? Especially if it's a private school that's only, although most schools now have nursery, primary,
secondary.
So how's it supposed to, is it supposed to work the same way?
Yes.
You just find yourself continuing in that school?
In as much as you have that secondary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's say you're running a school and then you have the 3 schools.
Okay.
Talking about the preschool is there, the grade school is there, and then the high school.
Yeah.
Of course, once the child is done with grade school, is to move to JS1 come September. All right. But now let's assume your question is coming from the angle of you do not have secondary. You understand? As a private school now, and then the child is done with grade 6. All right. Then that child was, you know, there's a result, of course. The child wrote a test and then exams. There's result. So the child will pick up, the parent will pick up result and then move to a secondary school for the child to continue.
Okay, so sort of like continuous assessment.
Yes, please.
All right.
That's the continuous assessment they talked about, right? Yes. So if the child did the exams for grade 6 and did well, of course you move. You understand? You move to the next.
Wait, so this is supposed to be easy.
Very easy.
Makes the child continue going to school and all of that.
Very easy. It would have been, in fact, flawless. But greed. You understand? Greed. We just feel, no, let's do it this way. Let's still make our money. Let's sell our forms. That's just what we get.
So how do we rectify this now? Does it boil down to the parents going to the Ministry of Education to hold them by the neck? Is it civil society organizations? How do we solve this? Because they keep saying they want to reduce the number of out-of-school children.
Yes,
and
please.
This is a brilliant way of doing it. Exactly. And yet somehow we just can't get working. So what do we do? How do we make them get to work?
I would say the government should start it. Okay,
the government and other people.
Yes, they should start it. They should start it in a way that see how to enforce it. Okay, ministry. What are we doing about it? What are the people in place to follow up and make sure that these things are really, the way we planned it.
Okay,
we have those ones. Then parents, on the other hand, should be able to stand their grounds. No, for example, if somebody should call your attention that you should pay for so entrance exams, you should be able to say no. I'm aware that what we are running right now is this. You understand?
Yeah.
And by the time you mention that, and it's known that, in fact, the school sees that you know these things, though I believe that pressure of right common entrance, it will be reduced. And you refuse, okay, I think I should take my child to a school that is actually following or listening, you understand, to instructions from the ministry. Do you understand? So because these are those little things that people do, schools, teachers, parents, they do, and then it boils down to the ministry.
Okay.
In our last conversation, there was a young man that asked a question that the ministry, they are collecting money.
We're going to get to that.
You understand? They are collecting money. So things like that. When you do not do your follow-up and then to really show it out to the world that, no, we are here for the good.
Yeah.
And this is the good we are following. People tend to look at you that, okay, I think you're doing the wrong thing, or you don't even know what you're doing. That's how it works.
But do you think... you're the expert.
Okay.
So you will be sticking out your neck on this one. Are there schools in Rivers State that are actually following the rules and saying we don't need common entrance, just if you've passed, let me see your primary school results and then, all right.
So far, I've been working with schools. I've not come across any.
Oh, no.
I've not seen. Like, there is none. Yes, there is none. As a matter of fact, if you check what is happening right now, you'll see adverts of when their entrance exams is going to be.
Oh, wow.
Yes, if you check, you will see it.
So it's supposed to be as simple as bring your report card from primary school.
Exactly.
The teacher goes through it.
Exactly. Check the child's grade. Look at this, look at that, and then, oh, fine. Possibly, you just put the child to 1 or 2 tests again.
Okay, and then like an oral kind of test.
Yes. It could be handwritten as well, like you could just try out, okay, solve this mathematics. Let's be sure that you can fit in JS1 here. Okay, read this text. Okay, this comprehension. Answer the questions. You understand? Just that. And you assess the child, and then the child moves.
Oh, yeah. I had that.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Thank you for jogging my memory. I actually did have that.
Okay.
It was just oral. They asked me what's the difference between a vet and veterinary, something to do with vet. Okay. I know I mixed it up, but the teacher that was interviewing knew that, okay, she has a general idea of it.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't remember. Wow.
Yeah. So things like that could actually work for us.
This is sad. Oh, I feel so bad. Okay, could it be that maybe insufficient funding or something? That's why they have not pursued it. That is from the ministry now. They have not made sure that schools are dotting their I's and crossing their T's. Maybe they don't have money for logistics and this and that. So therefore, just leave it. It's on paper, but just leave it.
Yeah, that's another one. I think they actually made a proposal of a certain figure, to enable this education thing. But hardly will government always meet up with their demands. You understand, which is also an issue.
Nigeria.
Yes, it's also an issue. So I believe when they are well funded, yes, these things will actually sit well.
All right. Now, there are some people that say, look, don't scrap common entrance. We need common entrance and all of that because Nigeria is not there yet. You had the write-up I read. They were talking about global best practices, but we are nowhere near there because, one, we've said this before, we don't have enough teachers. We don't have enough classrooms as per infrastructure. So why are you trying to keep up with the rest of the world when the basics, the foundation, don't exist?
Not be able to meet up.
So they're like, just let things be as. Should that be the argument that allows things remain as is?
Actually, it was supposed to be, but then what we are even looking at, apart from we should have the classes, we should have this, we should have that. The truth is, even if they provide those things, the problem we are having is, as I said, greed. Is one major thing that is holding us backward. You understand? Because now, at the end of the day, you notice that even if they put these things in place and then they want, learners to start moving seamlessly, somehow you will still see that aspect of greed still come into play. That, this is the time we usually make our money. This is the time we usually, gather enough. This is the time we usually this, that. I don't want to truncate it.
Wow.
Yes. So it's far from no classes, no good teachers, no this, no that. It's actually far from it, the way I say it. Yes. So it's actually far.
Okay. We talked about schools and the way they run I think this might be a private school issue, but the way they run their schools, some might say, no, we need examinations of some sort because you talked about the oral assessments and all. Please. And so in order to write our exams, you should pay. Because it's from maybe within and all of that. So what do you have to say to that?
Yes. Actually, before you start prepping children for examination, there are things you put in place. Like the question papers, you have to go through typing. Sometimes you get to employ somebody to do the typing for you. Then the printing, of course. If maybe your school is not having the necessary things, the needed items to print and all of those, you take it out, right? You pay. So of course, that demand of they should pay, it's actually very, very correct. But the area of extortion is another one. Do you understand? Now you feel okay because I have a point. That I'm spending to make this big. And you will not look at it that, how much did I really put to make this examination or to make this event? I need profit. Little profit as this should suffice. But you will look at it that it's time for you to, kill people. It's time for you to butcher. It's time for you to, you understand? And then you start fixing some kind of amount that, in fact, people will look at it and be like, wow, is it not just paper they'll be giving to my child? Is there anything different from that? Do you understand? So these are things too that we really need to look into to curb and then to stop those things. You understand?
I'm still reeling from the fact that we are now in 934 and no school is actually carrying out 934. Is it that, is it because there is no punitive measure attached to the policy that the Ministry of Education put out, so people are just carrying on, or schools chose to just ignore it because, there are no punitive measures? So let's continue with, because it looks like we're still running 6334. That's what it looks like.
6334 is what is like we are doing here, but meanwhile it was supposed to be 934. So now the thing is, there are also punitive measures for them. You understand?
All right.
But there is nobody to catch
it.
that culprit. That's what I'm saying. Do you understand? That is the follow-up I talked about. Who is monitoring? Who is checking? Who is looking at it to be sure that, they are doing it or they are not doing it? Or why is this person not doing it? This is this. Come out. Let's use it as a scapegoat. There is nobody to do that. Yes, because even when you send out a personnel, let's make sure we check why they are not following up. And then you go there and then they give you some envelopes. What do? You keep quiet. Yes, it's happening. They're doing it right. That's the problem. Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, as the conversation progresses, you can be part of the conversation, especially if you have questions to ask. In 2007, Nigeria changed from 6334 to 934. And 20 years later, everybody's breaking the rules. That's just what it means. All right, let's take this call. 95.1, welcome to the show. What's your...
Children to be able to read before getting into secondary school. Yes, if I got him right.
Okay.
Yes. And that was the essence for the 934. You understand?
Okay.
They looked at it and they said, what should be done? There should be a kind of assessment, okay, which the children they will test the children. That's
Okay.
a teacher now that has been with these children over the time will give them a kind of test to check. You understand now?
Okay.
Checking had to do with both the reading. Is the child able to read? Is the child able to tackle a certain sum that is
Okay.
being given? You understand? So yes, they actually made it that way. You understand? That any child that is not able to, of course, you will repeat.
Okay.
Do you understand? You know, in our time we had stages where if you cannot meet up, you will be asked to repeat, and then you repeat a class. So all those were put in place by the ministry. You understand?
Okay.
They checked it and then they said, before a child will move, this should have been achieved by that child and then the form teacher in the
Yes,
class.
okay.
So if the child is not able to meet up with that, there is no way the child can just move seamlessly. Yes, please.
All right. It looks like, you're actually right. Your breakdown, I had to really quickly Google stuff. And
Okay.
it's more or less saying the thing. It also says here, global assessments like UNICEF and World Bank measure foundational reading skills, whether a child aged 7 to 10 can read and understand a simple text.
Yes, please.
In Nigeria, reading levels are often broadly grouped as below basic, non-readers, foundational, able to read simple basic sentences, often benchmark at the grade 2 or 3 competency level, then independent readers can comprehend complex grade level material without assistance. So I'm guessing it's when you have your English textbook,
Yes.
and then you comprehension. I think they call it
Comprehension, yes.
comprehension.
I talked about
All
comprehension.
right, all
Yes,
right.
you're able to read, understand, and then answer questions.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. So, thank you for that question, and hopefully, our expert here, Ejiro Caroline, has been able to give you some reassurance. The numbers to be part of the show: 0810-9510-951. That's 0810-9510-951. Also remember, for text messages, voice notes, and WhatsApp messages, 0701-9339-962, 0701-9339-962. All right. So back to the common entrance bit.
Okay.
Do you think it will do more harm than good if it is scrapped? Because sometimes people can use it as an assessment, whether you're in public school or you're in private school. They can use it to see if, both sides are really doing well. So should it be scrapped, or should it continue, or should it be modified, since schools don't want to stop and it's a cash out thing?
Okay, I would like to say that common entrance, to me, I actually love it.
Oh, really?
Yes, I actually love common entrance in the sense that this is what it does. Like, it is a time where children, they look up to it. You understand?
Okay.
They feel, oh, there's this time where I'll have to write a certain exams and then I move to the secondary.
Okay.
So you see that preparation, you see that studying, you see that, like, although sometimes it brings in tension anyway, but then to an extent you see the children making efforts to read. So now, looking at this seamless moving now, I feel it might water down that energy, that vibe, wanting to do something to achieve a certain milestone. Do you understand? So it's a kind of mixed feeling, if you ask me. That fine, if they want to calm the tension down for children, that just do your bits, write your tests, write your exams, pass, you're moving. There is no certain examination that is going to be putting you on your toes.
But
or making
is the third term exam not jarring enough?
Of course it is.
So why
of course it is. But now, somehow I would say it is and it is not.
Okay.
Yes, it is not, because if you look at the quality of questions and the number of questions that is being given, you understand, when it has to do with this common entrance, it is more.
Yes, true.
It's more. Yes. But that of the normal school exams, yes, some schools, they have their standard, but then it's still never up to the number that you get in your common entrance. You understand? So to an extent, I feel that common entrance is a yes, but if they are going to actually remove it and then follow up the 934 system, then teachers, you understand, there should be that follow up with the teachers to make sure they teach these children what they ought to know, and then give them their exams as required to write and then move.
All right. Okay, to be part of the conversation, don't forget 0810-9510951, 0810-9510951. For text messages, WhatsApp messages, voice notes 0701-9339-962. We're discussing, the common entrance debate has rolled around again. 2007, we moved from 6334 to 934. That was 20 years ago. Only to find that, it's what I call Turinchi, because nobody implemented that. Nobody supervised the transition into that. And we still have, everybody's still running on 6334 style. And I wonder what that says about our education system. Because it's something that, schools abroad or any educationist in any other country can Google. Then it's quite telling that we're not serious about education in Nigeria then.
Yeah, that's what it looks. Because even, we talked about, the other time we talked about the books, where there is a new benchmark, and then publishers, textbooks, writers, they are all required that they should start submitting, you understand, for new evaluation and then checking and approval.
Yeah.
As I speak with you, there is this interview I listened, you understand, whereby one of the publishers had to come out that is a no for them.
What?
It's a no for them. I was just going through the
that
interview
they will not submit their books to the Ministry of Education.
Yes, that now that what they are saying is that they are not against the policy, but the text that they have is actually a good one, up to standard. So now you're giving them a short time to start resubmitting. You understand? I was just listening to it before I came in. So why I'm bringing up this is this. In the country we are, we seem not to value or take instructions. Yes, this is what we feel we should do to move us forward educationally.
Yes.
Some certain set will feel, no, it can't be. In fact, the time you're giving is too short. They will always create excuses to make sure they truncate it. You understand? So, what I'm saying here, I think there should be that force, that this is what we want. If you cannot meet up with it, this is the punishment for it. As a matter of fact, your school has defaulted, put that school under lock and key. By the time we start seeing things like
I
this,
like that idea.
You understand? By the time we start seeing things like, I believe, people will start moving, people will start, putting themselves in order that they are serious about it. So, but we have gotten to a stage where it's like they have said it again. No problem. We'll do what we want. We'll do what is on our mind. That's what we are saying. Yes.
So who's going to bail the cat? How do we get ourselves out of this mess? Because even I think some days ago or some weeks ago, some person in politics or a minister or something came out to say education is the lifeblood of society. The quality of students you churn out is the quality of society.
Yes.
So it's really
and
important.
That's very correct.
So how do we solve this problem where the Ministry of Education, the ministry
yes,
still
the ministry, yes, they are the ones.
So if they get their acts together, then everybody falls in line.
Yes, they should. They should be the one to correct it. Yes, we'll start with them.
But they're not interested, so we continue as is.
What do we do?
Nigerians, we are in I think they call it conundrum. We are in a pickle. Well, all right, let's move to the next pickle. WAEC. And paying for WAEC.
That has really been, okay, we've been seeing things, we've been seeing all of those.
Yes.
But the beautiful thing is, when the young man was talking about the
payment.
Yes, why will WAEC be saying this? Actually, it's not WAEC.
Oh,
yes, it is not.
This is a junior WAEC we're talking about, right?
Let's say yes.
All right.
Well, we also know that sometimes they send their, officials to schools, and possibly they will bend and start collecting, yes, and they will tag WAEC. But with that, I'm very much aware that WAEC, they keep kicking against it. That please, no school, no principal should collect transport fee for script delivery. They should not ask the children to pay for that. They shouldn't ask for welfare, that because you want to take care of supervisors that they sent.
Yes.
That so because of that, you start tasking your children. They have been hammering on it. Even as far as the KPEC calculator, that they started selling to the children. In fact, yes, I was made to understand it is free. Yes,
wow.
They gave it free. And they have been announcing, they've been saying it.
Wait,
so
WAEC
when
actually gives materials
KPEC
free?
Calculator, yes, that I'm aware of, yes. Free of charge. But then they'll be charging the children to pay. They'll be asking them to bring this, to bring that.
Like how much?
So they
how much
came
do you
out.
think they sell those calculators for?
Of course. They 3,000, just give out prices, Then, in fact, sometimes they look at you, and then if the parent is capable, they just bill and then they do it. They pay. Yes. Depending on the school that is able to have. Anything goes in our country, we all know. You understand? Like now, even let's digress a bit into the medical field where we have nets, mosquito nets, that you can get free. You understand? There are still persons that do sell those nets. So that's how that calculator is. They get it free, and they were meant to give out, but they start selling, and parents who are buying. You understand? So these things, that's how we see them, and that's how they work. So WAEC, they kept on shouting that payment should not be. You want to come and pick up scripts, do not ask the children to pay. Don't ask them to pay that you can give them help. No, that shouldn't be.
Of course, that's cheating.
Yes, we do not want that. And I'm aware that even in Ghana, yes, they arrested 43 people, including principals, supervisors, and all. Yes, for that malpractice. So talking about the WAEC himself being the ones asking for these things is a no. They are not the ones. Yes, they may have their personnel that go in and then bend to collect these things. Does not mean that WAEC, no. It's not. Yes, please.
So that brings me back to the parents, because you did say parents are busy and this and that.
Yeah.
But education is key, and education to a very large degree determines the kind of children you have.
Okay.
How can parents be part of this educational reform? Should they be going to the ministries where they have the time? Should there be some kind of town hall the Ministry of Education should put out there? Parents can attend in various states. Even state ministries could do it, where the parents can come and say, okay, we heard of this, we heard of that. How can parents stay informed? Because I do know a lot of our audience are parents.
Yes.
They love politics, they love business news and this and that. Education news should be important to you, especially if you have kids still in Nigerian schools.
Yeah.
How can the parents kind of help?
First of all, for you to stay informed, you have to read. At
Okay,
least just
okay.
try to, you understand? Once in a while, you check out what is happening, what is going on. Your phone, this phone is not just to answer calls.
Thank you.
Do you understand?
Thank
Browse and then try to check. Thank God for AI. You understand?
Yes.
Try to ask some questions and then you get some things, get to know some things. You understand?
Yes.
So when you read, of course, you will get information. Then again, that ministry, there are human beings in there. You can get in there and then you ask questions. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I'm experiencing in my child's school. Is it supposed to be like that? You can get help from there.
Okay.
Do you understand? So these are little things that they need to do that they are not doing. You understand? We just feel we are too busy. I'm not interested. It's the money, and that's the money I'm working for. So I should, excuse me, you should be able to check yourself and say, no, yes, I am working hard for this money. I shouldn't just part with my money carelessly.
Indeed.
You ask questions. You understand? And then you follow suit.
All right.
Yes.
How about the teachers? Because
Okay.
you are well informed, and I want to believe, God, I beg you, I want to believe that there are many more teachers like you.
Okay.
Maybe few, but still, they exist.
Yeah.
How can they help make sure that these reforms are implemented rather than, oh, I work for this school, let me just keep quiet and just toe the line?
It's a little difficult.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a little difficult.
Okay.
Yes, it's difficult in the sense that especially when you are a sitting teacher in a school.
Okay.
Yes, you get to see that even when you talk, you try to make them understand that, no, this is not right. Okay, let me give you a clearer scenario.
All right.
Let's assume this KPEC calculator
Okay.
is sitting teacher in the classroom, and I came across it. I'm aware that it should be free.
Okay.
Then my school now, we had the privilege or the opportunity of getting the calculator, and then they are selling it.
Okay.
By the time I approach, let's say the principal officer, that, sir, I'm aware that this thing should be free. Why are we selling them? As a teacher now,
Okay.
you understand? What you would definitely get is, come, you don't want to take salary. You don't need salary. Wow. This is business. So we have to do things that will generate other funds for us to be able to pay. If we owe you, will you be happy? With that teacher, you're already asking the teacher to shut up. It's as simple as that. But now, in a scenario where you have, let's say, teachers like myself, that we are not in the field practicing, rather we are giving in form of consultation. Now they consult us, and then that is when you can actually talk. No,
I see.
this is wrong. The worst that can happen is, madam, my contract with you, I terminate, and that is it. But then the person will still be scared somehow that, if I do this, she was actually telling me the right thing. So if I should do this, she can move to report me. In fact, there is this particular experience in a school that I had to drop.
Yeah.
Why? I just walked into the school that very day. I wasn't supposed to visit them that day.
Okay.
But something happened that the days I was, because I give them 2 days actually.
Okay.
So one of the days in my week that I was supposed to visit, I couldn't, which I spoke with the owner of the school.
All right.
And it was fine with the owner of the school. And then I now fixed another date. Funny enough, that date I picked was the day they were writing common entrance in the school.
Oh, wow.
Yes. When I entered, what I saw, I was shocked. I saw where they were openly writing, like giving out answers. I'm talking about age 9, 10 learners. I felt like crying. As a matter of fact, until I lost my decorum, I didn't even remember, because I had to ask the teachers to please walk out. I looked at the ages. They were just too young, for crying out loud. Like, it's not even nice on teenagers, the age 15, 16 that are doing senior WAEC and the likes. Then we are now looking at babies, giving them answers. Are you following? And then when I started digging deep, I was made to understand that that is usually what they do. Okay, to make sure that the children, they come out well, they write, they have good results, their parents are happy and all. I mean, I started asking myself a lot of questions. What happened to you as a parent? Your child gets home and gives you a result. You look at that result, you are happy, you're impressed. Oh, my child did well. Do you make out time to ask questions? Let that child defend that result.
Indeed.
Do you understand?
Yes.
I can be very intentional, I tell you. My kids, they are aware, they know. The moment they have closed, they come home with all their things. This is end of the session now. So they will be coming with their textbooks, their exercise books, their scripts. We start with your script. Mathematics, my husband handles that.
All right.
English, I handle that. We just bring out some questions and then we start asking.
Okay.
You start talking and defending yourself.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes.
If really you merited it, we will know. You understand? So now, if you now allow your child to be groomed in that malpractice format, where they write for them, they just allow them, they copy, right?
Okay.
They are done. Then the child gets back home. Then another question I ask, won't their parent ask, how was the exams?
Okay.
So does it mean that the children, they are aware that they should shut up? Don't go home to tell mommy and daddy that they supplied us answers. Or, like my own children that will tell me everything that transpired in the school. Those kind of children also, do they go home to tell them what happened, that they wrote for us and then they will shut their mouth? A lot of questions I wasn't getting answers. So many things.
Wow.
A lot of things are really happening.
All right. Looking back to the Ministry of Education, supervision, oversight, and all of that, especially with these policies they churn out, and somehow schools and even publishers are like, I beg,
Yes.
is it not just talk? Do you think every school nationwide should have like a desk office? Obviously, it will also create employment.
Okay.
Should have a desk office. Ministry of Education.
Okay.
You give them, like, you have the office for the guidance counselor. Exactly.
Yes.
So you have a desk office. What's that thing called? Ministry of Education.
Okay.
Parents can now go, since you're dropping your kid, if you have any issues or you have any questions, you just go to the desk office in your child's school and say, oh, I need answers to this, that, and the other. And maybe that way you now have intentional parents.
Yes.
Oh, we have a call. All right, let's take this call. I was lost in the conversation. 95.1, welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Welcome back. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, please, I want to ask the resource this habit that we have of two things.
I'm sorry. Is there a way you can move around or something? The network isn't helping.
Okay, let me move. Can you hear me now better?
Okay, yes, better. Go ahead.
Okay, so this habit of jumping by 5 into the courses. If you compare with the international, you have in year 6 an exam called checkpoint. In the Nigerian setup, what can the resource person tell us about that practice?
All right, if I get you right, you say there is an exam written abroad called checkpoint.
Yes.
And you say, can the resource person talk about what?
Usually written at the end of primary, but in Nigeria we are in the habit of jumping from primary 5 into JS.
Are you talking about first school leaving certificate? Is that from common entrance or something?
No, he's talking about.
I think. If I got it right, I think he's talking about those schools that are having just grade 5, then they won't do grade 6. They will move the children.
Exactly.
Yes, they will move the children from that grade 5 to JS1.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Yes, and in my talk earlier, I talked about book ahead.
Okay.
Yes, that is what those schools are practicing.
Okay.
So they do book ahead. Now, what happens is that a child is in grade 1, and that child is using book 2.
Okay.
So all the teachings is surrounding book 2.
Okay.
You understand? That's grade 2 work.
Yes.
You move to grade 2, you use book 3.
All right.
So that's how it keeps going. 3, book 4.
Okay.
4, book 5. And then 5, book 6. Yes.
Okay.
That's how it works. So with that, when the children are done with that textbook and are well grounded with that textbook, he say yes, they can do secondary school comfortably. Yes. Where they get it wrong, where some schools get it wrong, is not having grade 6, that is you're having grade 5, but instead of using book ahead, you're still using the same book 5 for grade 5, and you do not have grade 6. You end up making these children to jump grade 6. They didn't learn anything pertaining
All
grade
they
6.
did was just
so they are
5.
half-baked.
All right.
Yes, it's a problem. That's a very big problem. Yes, please. That's a very big problem.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, maybe next week, because we're out of time, sir. Maybe next week we'll look at book ahead and all of that.
Can I get the contact of the person?
Sure, definitely. I'll send it to you after the news update.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling. Okay, this is where we'll bring the show to a close. It was quite engaging. I see why you're a teacher. I love it. All right, and we've been speaking with educationist Ejiro Caroline. We're going to have you next week, right? All right.
Hopefully.
We're going to have you next week. The Holy Spirit is going to do it.
Because I actually have an engagement, actually.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. Well, never fear. Maybe we might have her virtually in some way, shape, or form. She's going to be part of Andragogy. Okay. All right, and that's been the show. Up next, like I said earlier, is the news update, and after that, talk that talk. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of today.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Whether it's happening in Port Harcourt, South South, Nigeria, or around the world, we've got you covered. On air, online, delivering balanced news and unbiased analysis. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM. Port Harcourt. News update.
Good afternoon. Here is the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Dawn Wilson. The Federal Ministry of Education has dismissed reports alleging a cyber attack on the Nigeria Education Management Information System, NEMIS, describing them as inaccurate and misleading. In a statement signed by the Director of Press and Public Relations, Folashade Boriowo, the ministry said the platform remains secure, fully functional, and has not been breached at any point. The ministry explained that a temporary warning message experienced by some users was caused by an SSL certificate configuration issue at the hosting level, not a security incident. It added that there was no unauthorized access, data loss, or alteration of records, and that the problem was promptly resolved in collaboration with its technical team and service provider. Reassuring stakeholders, the ministry emphasized that NEMIS remains a critical national education data platform supported by ongoing security monitoring, safeguards, and periodic system assessment to ensure its integrity. Presidential candidate of the Nigeria Democratic Congress, NDC, Peter Obi, has welcomed the completion of the prisoner transfer agreement between Nigeria and Ethiopia, describing it as a humane intervention that upholds the dignity and rights of Nigerians abroad. In an ex-post, he commended the efforts of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Attorney General of the Federation, and Ethiopian authorities for finalizing the arrangement that will see over 100 Nigerian inmates transferred home, while noting with concern reports that at least 4 Nigerians died in custody before the process was concluded. Obi said the development highlights both the responsibility of governments to protect citizens wherever they are and the deeper socioeconomic challenges driving irregular migration. He stressed that many of those affected were young Nigerians seeking better opportunities abroad and urged authorities to address root causes such as unemployment, weak education systems, and lack of economic opportunity. He also called for proper rehabilitation and reintegration of returnees, saying the deal should serve as a reminder of the need to build a system that safeguards, empowers, and restores dignity to citizens. The Sultan of Sokoto and President General of the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, NSCIA, Saad Abubakar, has declared today as the first day of Muharram 1448 AH, marking the beginning of the Islamic New Year in Nigeria. Following the announcement, some state governments have declared the day a public holiday to enable Muslims in the state to celebrate the occasion. Governor Ahmed Aliu urged residents to use the new Islamic year year to pray for peace and an end to insecurity, describing security as a collective responsibility. He reaffirmed his administration's support for security agencies, encouraged Muslims to reflect on their lives, seek Allah's forgiveness, and renew their commitment to righteous living. On the foreign scene, Cambodian opposition politician Rong Chun has appealed to the country's Supreme Court to overturn his 4-year prison sentence for incitement to cause social unrest. The advisor to the Nation Power Party was convicted last year after meeting victims of land disputes and commenting on Prime Minister
Port Harcourt.
Maybe home is somebody's smile when they look at you for the first time. Maybe home is being a home to something you love and adore with all your heart, and that is what life, friendship, and love are all about. Maybe home is listening to all of your favorite shows on Today 95.1 FM. We create memories. We inspire comfort. We are the voice of the people, and we are home away from home.
Live your truth. Express your love. Share your enthusiasm. Take actions towards your dreams. Talk your talk. And walk your walk.
It was years ago. There's a statute of limitation on this stuff.
Make today worth remembering as we discuss issues as it affects Nigeria moving forward. Talk that talk.
Weekdays, 2 p.m.
Exclusively on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Voice of the people.
Hit the road, fill your drive. Ignite the vibe, stay locked. Today 95.1 FM, radio on the go.
Live your truth. Express your love. Share your enthusiasm. Take actions towards your dreams. Talk your talk. And walk your walk.
It was years ago. There's a statute of limitation on this stuff.
Make today worth remembering as we discuss issues as it affects Nigeria moving forward. Talk that talk.
Weekdays, 2 p.m.
Exclusively on Today 95.1 FM Port Harcourt. Voice of the people.
Of course, it's time for Talk That Talk, and Talk That Talk is focused on River State issues. Yes, a show that is River State centric, if there be such an expression, or if my use of that expression is correct. And so long as it concerns River State in any way at all, either by personality or by a circumstance or an issue or a situation happening, we'll be talking about it. So for the next, let's see now, 51 minutes, yes, we'll be talking about River State-centered things. And to be part of the show, here are the numbers so that you don't miss out and we hear your voice and what's on your mind. 0810-9510-951, 0810-9510-951. For voice notes, text messages, and WhatsApp messages, 0701-9339-962. That's 0701-9339-962. To be part of the show via our social media handles, you can go to YouTube, Today951FM. That's Today951FM. On Facebook, we are Today95.1 FM. That's Today95.1 FM. Instagram, X, and Twitch, we are Today FM 951. That's Today FM 951. On our website, www.todayfmlive.com. That's www.todayfmlive.com. All you need to do is go to Listen Live. Yes, right there in the middle of your screen, Listen Live. You tap that and you are in. Now, for those of you who enjoy using apps, well, Radio Garden has got you covered. All you need to do is go to the Google Play Store. That's one. Or you can go to the Apple Store. That's two. And then download said app. That's Radio Garden, of course. And look for Today 95.1 FM. Now, once you get that, yes, you're in with the cool crew, as I sometimes say. Yeah. All right. I think we have all our ducks in a row. Okay. One last thing, though. One last thing. Calls. Yes, calls. When you call in, all you have is 1 minute. After that, well, I have to knock you off. But where absolutely necessary, then I'll grant you 30 seconds extra. Now, after that, of course, you hear me say, all right, and then I'll knock you off. All right, I think we're all caught up with the ground rules and all of that. Let's get into today's story. I'm going to start in a story format. I'm going to tell you a story. And then after said story, I'll read you a headline. I know you guys like stories, and I'm big on stories. So picture this, and it's a true story, funny enough, it's a true story. So picture this. In fact, I'll give you two stories, both true stories. One, I was there. The first one I'm going to tell you, I was there. The second one, I was not there, but I heard from the horse's mouth. Both take place in a market, some kind of like a market area, Sha. The first story, water lines. Where you have that junction that leads, where you have all those logistic companies and travel companies and all of that, yeah, because I cannot give any of them props or adverts because they didn't pay, okay? And you have these traders, all right, traders. Some are, what do they call it now? Some are of northern extraction. Some are from the West, the Yoruba-speaking part of the country. Now, the ones of northern extraction sell watches, knockoff watches. Those watches are not real, but, well, what do man go do now? Where your money reach, right? So, yes, knockoff watches and different jewelries. You have your anklets, you have your necklaces, you have your rings, so many things. And many people go there because, well, if you're lucky, you get to buy things that don't tarnish, that don't turn black, even though they're cheap, but they don't tarnish. between a fair price range of 2,000, 3,000, depending how big your eye is. So, on this day, my brother says to me, "Oh, you say you want to buy such and such and such." I say, "Yes." And he says, "Okay, I'll take you to a place where you can buy it and it won't tarnish and it won't this and it won't that." And I was like, Are you sure? I'm a bead maker, by the way. I make my own jewelry as well as other things. I wear many hats. And I wanted to make mine. But he was like, no. Let's go to this place. Just buy it. You see, this. I'm a very stubborn person, but well, I said, okay, no problem now. Let's go and let me see this thing for myself. So we do join, and we get to Waterlines. And there's an array of jewelry, and I'm still not sold on the idea, but I see one or two things, I'm like, "Ooh, wow, this is nice. I like this one. This one has a butterfly on it, and this one has infinity on it. And oh, this is okay." And we start pricing. Now, at the next stand or stall, well, not really stall, maybe next stand, there is this woman with another guy, and they're doing the same thing I and my brother are doing. Pricing, picking up stuff, And all of a sudden, I hear, "Don't you ever try that again." Of course, it's drama now, and I like apropos things. So I turn, I'm like, okay, what's going on? And this woman is staring down this, I don't know, agbero, urchin. Well, he didn't really look like a street urchin, but, there was something agbero-ish about him. Well, he was neatly dressed. And she was staring this guy down. "Don't you ever try it again." And her eyes were flashing, as in, well, maybe the writer in me, but her eyes, there was something sparking from those eyes, man. And so the man was like, "What did I do now? I didn't do anything." And she was like, "Shut up. Don't you ever try it again." What happened? Did he sexually molest her, like touching her inappropriately or something? So we're all waiting with bated breath, of course, to hear the gist. And when the guy noticed that people were beginning to look, he turns and walks off. Then this man comes and says, "Madam, waiting happen now." And she says, "He touched me in a way I didn't like." He said, "What do you mean?" He just, he walked into her. And according to her, there was enough space and enough room for him to pass without having to collide with her. So one guy comes out from a Sienna bus and says, "No be," I think I call him Shegun. "No be Shegun be that. Madam Natifo. Madam, that boy Natifo. Maybe he one did it. I know the boy." Then the other man who had asked her, "Madam, what's the problem?" now turned and started shouting, "Shegun, Olori Buruku." Shegun did not turn. Shegun did not even do as if it was him they were talking to. He was just walking as if, "Ooh, it's a lovely day in Waterlines. Let me just be strolling around, And people were like, "Hey, Natifo, see, I see no one turn. See this and see that, And, well, okay. Because normally somebody calls your name, Shegun, you return now to see who's looking for you. But because something funny had gone on, Shegun just walked away. And then the debate started. That how she take no, this and that. Well, I don't know. Like I said, the woman's eyes were flashing, so maybe some woo-woo things were going on. Some human beings are not ordinary, but let's keep on with the story. So, people are now debating that, okay, why no turn? See the way he just do, waka they go small. Somebody now starts saying, say that Olori Buruku way he shout. Sometimes person feel whole and now, next thing they don't burn on fire, they don't kill him, they don't this, they don't that. I just bought my thing and left after witnessing whatever that was. Now, second story. This is even worse because the second story takes place in Aba. I was not there, but heard from the horse's mouth. Now, this particular horse has tattoos on his body, and he accompanied friends to go buy stuff for a wedding. Now, they buy all the ashwebi and the souvenirs. Everything is cheap in Aba. So they buy everything and they meant to leave. Only for the sales girl from one of the shops to come out and just, hook this guy that's, he's tattooed up. "Where's my phone?" And he's like, "What? What do you mean?" And a crowd gathers. What's going on? What's going on? My phone, I can't find my phone anymore. Is this guy that took it? And by then, people had started, getting ready to slap, they were just getting ready for it. Oga, open your bag, this and that, harassing him. So he was like, okay, see you. Opened, brought out his own phone, plus the waterproof of things he had been holding, as in the clothes and stuff they had bought from other places. They searched and searched and searched. Ladies and gentlemen, no phone. And the guy looked at the girl and said, you are a devil. You want to kill me, right? Because, in a bar, all you need to shout is, Onyoshi Holam. Somebody gets dead. Somebody gets dead. Whether because Nigerians are angry, whether because Nigerians are fearful, whether because Nigerians are sick of one chance and all of that, I don't know. But, somebody gets dead. And many times the death is a horrific and gruesome one. They beat the person. Then somebody finds petrol, not kerosene, petrol with a tire or 3 tires. And before you know it, they'll wear you necklace with the tire and whoop, somebody gets dead. We've heard time and time again about mob justice and jungle justice and how we should cease and desist. Because sometimes you might end up killing. Oh, no, scrap that. Murdering. Killing is for maybe dog and cat and lizards, but murdering an innocent person. But somehow we don't seem to, I don't know, is it the devil that takes over? Now you might be wondering, okay, Don, interesting story. We're enjoying all these gist you're giving us. Why are you giving us this gist? All right, according to The Guardian. Woman escapes mob attack over false child theft allegation in Rivers. A woman narrowly escaped being lynched in Port Harcourt after an angry mob attacked her over a false allegation of child theft, raising fresh concerns over the persistence, emphasis on that word, persistence, which means it has not stopped. It cannot stop, but it has not stopped, of jungle justice in Rivers State. The victim, Maria Kobara, was rescued by operatives of the Azikiwe Police Division on Saturday at Owo Street, Mile 2 Dube, after residents accused her of attempting to abduct a 12-year-old girl. Police investigations later established that the allegation was unfounded, as the child's mother had authorized Kobara to take her daughter to a church branch on Eagle Island. Eyewitnesses said the incident began when a woman questioned Kobara about her relationship with the child. Although she repeatedly explained that she had the mother's permission, suspicion quickly spread and attracted a crowd. Before efforts could be made to verify her claims, some residents allegedly descended on her, accusing her of being a child trafficker. It all happened very fast, an eyewitness, Nelson Ogiria, said. People refused to listen to explanations and immediately concluded she was a child thief. They started beating her before the police intervened. Confirming the incident, the spokesperson for the Rivers State Police Command, ASP Agabe Carballo Blessing, said officers arrived promptly and rescued the woman from the mob. According to her, a relative of the child's father had raised an alarm, attracting passers-by and residents who joined in attacking the woman without verifying the facts. The mob ignored every explanation offered by the woman and proceeded to assault her, she said. When all parties were brought to the station, the child's mother confirmed that she had indeed authorized the woman to take her daughter to church. The police spokesperson condemned the incident, describing it as a disturbing example of the dangers of taking the law into one's hands. She urged residents to remain vigilant, but warned that suspicion alone does not justify violence against individuals. The command strongly condemns mob action and jungle justice. Such acts will not be tolerated, and anyone found participating in unlawful attacks on suspects will be prosecuted, she said. The incident has renewed concerns over the prevalence of mob justice in parts of the state, where suspected offenders are often attacked before investigations are carried out. Police advise members of the public to report suspicious activities to security agencies and allow law enforcement authorities to handle investigations, warning that innocent lives could be lost when unverified allegations trigger public outrage. Ladies and gentlemen, 2 words, one of which prevalence. That's one of the words. The second word, I think I repeated it a number of times. Let's see if I can find that word now. Where is that word? Persistence. Prevalence, sort of like, if I want to water it down, something that happens a lot to a high degree. Persistence, something that does not stop, that continues. You know the funny thing about this? This is now going to be part of the description of River State. You Google stuff, River State news, this will pop up as well. Even if it will pop up 50 years down the road or whatever, but this now is in public space, and you know the internet never forgets. So now, apart from political tensions and this and that, with the word prevalence and persistence, mob justice, jungle justice, and many times, let me not say many times, I don't have the statistics on that, but innocent lives have been lost. Innocent lives have been lost. Some guilty, obviously, because people are angry. I won't take away from that people are angry at one chance, the prevalence of one chance, the persistence of one chance, the prevalence of a petty theft or armed robbery, and the persistence of it. Yeah, the crime in River State. People are angry about that. The insecurity. Now, I don't know if they're looking to pour out their frustrations on people, because sometimes it could also be the way the government has been just, oh gosh. Tomorrow, Dr. Pagi will be here to talk about the IMF's funny suggestion of more taxes. Are you serious? And we leave that one. But yes, the government seems to be piling things on the common man. So maybe we are all just aggressive and angry, and sometimes some poor sap or some guilty sap does something and we vent, we pour out our aggression and frustration on that person. Maybe that's the explanation. Because tell me why, in listening to the story, her explanation fell on deaf ears. Nobody was listening to her explanation, and before you know it, they have touched her small. Bah, 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 bah. Imagine where the police had, dilly-dallied 1 minute too long. Because it doesn't take 5 minutes to 1 minute too long. Voop. Maybe they would have been able to put out the fire, but the damage would have been done. To a certain degree. She may not die, but 1st degree burns, 2nd degree burns, or 3rd degree, she would have been seeing her ancestors in some form. Why are we so quick? The quickness of mob justice, I don't know. Or should I say the quickness of mob mentality? I wonder how many of us are independent-minded to think for ourselves. I'm going to enter many places with this mob topic. Follow the crowd. How many of us in River State are actually independent-minded? Even when it comes down to politics, that you look at it and say, you know what? I'm not going to be a thug. You know what? Just because I live in a ghetto, I'm not going to join and be an agbero or something. How is it that we have this mob mentality, herd mentality? We band it together to shout down people. We band it together to do bad things. We band it together to support rubbish. I don't know. Is there something fundamentally wrong with all of us? That in moments of intensity, okay, let's go with intensity, we seem to lose all sense of reason. And in this case, we participate in murder. How is it that we don't see it as murder? Could it be that we've become so desensitized to the sacredness of blood? We kill goats, we kill cows, we kill chicken. What's a human being? Anyway, I'll be opening the phone lines in a bit, but that will be after we take this short commercial break. And of course, where there be no phone calls yet, because I need answers to this, I have an AI called Max, and he will be playing psychologist. We're trying to get into the psyche of the average Rivers person. We'll be right back after these messages.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
95.1 FM.
Say no to the ordinary. Embrace the extraordinary. Because we are voice of the people. Voice of the people. Today, 95.1 FM.
Today, 95.1 FM.
Talk radio.
I listen to a lot of talk radio.
FM, voice of the people.
Even animals have consciousness of even killing animals anyhow. But today you will see incidents happen. Instead of people even saving the person in danger, we carry out our phone and begin to, to
record,
to record and to post on social media, and we're happy about it. Oh, I recorded it. So for me, there's no other explanation than we are becoming less human.
All right. Thank you for calling. 951 for text messages and all of that. 0701 9339 962 0701 9339 962. Talk that talk. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Lady D. Good afternoon. Special Douglas.
All right. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Lady D. This your story this afternoon really relates with my point of view. Rivers politics have turned into bandwagonism. That's why I wrote a piece and named it Psychopathy Bandwagon. Next it organic complacency.
All right.
Lady D. I recall one time in our philosophy class during the early days in the Ivory Wars, we were taught something about deductive reasoning and inductive reasoning. the need to be patient before getting into conclusion about issues. You see, these days, people don't even bother about knowing in detail what the issues are. They will just jump into conclusion. Most times, emotionally, just because of how they feel about the persons or parties involved. They refuse to reason rationally about the content of the issue. I'll give you one common instance of something that happened recently in the National Assembly. A House of Reps member from Anambra State, she's a lady. She stood up. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion, and I'm so member.
Oh, yeah, I remember that story.
The Speaker patiently asked her, please, what is that motion that you're seconding? She said, I don't know. They just wanted me to second the motion. I stood up. That is what we have been experiencing in today's politics, particularly in Rivers State. And I pity the youth. If issues rise up, they won't want to reason into the matter in particular, to know what it is all about and to know how it concerns them and how it can be remedied. They just rush to it without knowing what happened. Talk about what has happened between Similar Epubara and Dennis Owike. Nobody can say in detail what happened, but they have taken positions.
All right.
They have blamed one party. They have, So, Lady, I thank you for bringing this sort of things. Mob action. I recall sometime in Uniport, some friends who were familiar, 4 of them were killed for no reason.
Oh, yeah, the Alu 4.
Just because they were suspected. The Alu 4. It happened right in my before.
Okay.
So some of these days we should be patient to understand what the issues are.
All right.
Lady, thank you for bringing some of these issues up. Thank you so much.
Right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
95.1, welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, well, my sister. It's Marvin from Port Harcourt.
All right. Welcome to the show.
Yes. You see, especially the guys of nowadays, once they see you having small altercation with especially the female folks, you see them jump in without considering to ask what is the problem, my brother. They will just rush you as if you are the one that is causing the whole problem. Sometimes I marvel the kind of mentality. Will I call it primitive or illiteracy? I don't understand. The guys of nowadays, as I'm talking, these guys I'm talking about is from 27, 28, 25, 40, 40 something. Once they just see you having altercation with any female food, they don't want to know whether the girl or the lady is in question is at fault. They don't want to answer. They will jump straight away to attack you, the guy. And there was a situation I was involved, and I if not for the mercy of God, I nearly strangled one guy. But I thank God that I control myself.
Okay.
Thank you for this topic you raised. So guys should just be very careful when you see things like this. You just ask questions.
Exactly.
And you that they are asking questions, explain to details, knowing the kind of society we are today.
All right.
Explain to details to them. Don't hide anything before you get it from the masses.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Talk that talk. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Chris, Honorable Chris. All right.
Yeah. See, we should tell ourselves the truth. If this country, we want the country to move forward the way it's supposed to be. You see all this kind of hiding some information when you know the right thing to do. You try to cover up. Where I come from, we don't do like that. We don't even ask you to learn. You use what happened to another person to learn. Baba, if you thief, no be person go tell you say you thief. No be police go tell you say you thief. Wait till we go do you, now you go know say you thief. You see all these things that you see, all these allegedly. You see people, they know that the go through, they thief. Instead of people to judge them by their started thinking, it looks like an armed robber. There is no any other way to mention armed robber in my community.
All right, but Honorable Chris, how do you know for certain that the person stole?
At my age now, to tell you the truth, I know the small pikin. I grew up the time when they tie some of our conco for malign and drone to shoot them. That in today my body today. So nobody will no get character to thief. But because of waiting, you don't see go make you know go see person something thief. Why you go see a grown-up man go see somebody waiting? You say now just like waiting happened to where you for police station now you see say you pay money to bad person. You see where police will force you to
right.
say I on the Chris Oakley did not pay 1 naira to bed this person.
Okay.
With the gun. That one is what?
All right. Thank you for calling. I get your thoughts.
Nigeria don't date
95.1. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
The dog.
Yes.
Wellington from Okrika.
You're welcome to the show.
Let us look at it from a political angle.
Okay.
Reasoning. One of your callers was talking about reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at the issues in Rivers State. The dog, from a point of reasoning, does anybody have a right to disturb the governor that they brought him to power? Is it not Rivers people that brought the governor to power?
Hold on, Wellington. We're talking about
reasoning. The done.
Yes, mob mentality. That's what we're actually talking about.
Mental mob mentality. Talking about reasoning. Using the psyche of the people against their will. It's a mentality.
I like how you're bending it now. I like how you're bending it. Let's see. Bend some more. Let's see.
Yes. Thank you. God bless you. See, the truth of the matter is in a democratic setting. Because we have failed institutions. That's why it seems like the governor is weak. He's not weak. He's a very strong man.
See,
who respects
I have to let you go.
95.1.
Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I'm Yadi Beradile, calling from Abba and Abba.
Welcome to the show.
I think that this particular story of trying to kill a woman, it emanates from the soul of people. Secondly, the belief that government does not punish those who try to steal babies. I feel that these are the two problems we are having.
Okay.
Now, for the first one, I've come across two pastors and so many people who believe that if witchcraft or sorcery affects you, that you are guilty. And when I think about that, I just feel that there is something really wrong with people. Now, if you think about those who are not being punished when they steal babies, perhaps it's because government does not take final and immediate justice or decision visible by people. Because the people, they can stay in prison 5 or 10 years. People will forget about them and forget about the case. And what strikes them people's mind is just that they have been released or nothing happened to them. So that's the cause of this problem. I remember a time in Abba.
I have to let you go because you've crossed 130. Okay. All right, thank you for calling. All right, 080-0810-951-0951. Talk that talk. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm trying to round up now. Let me round up now.
You kept going. You kept bending towards the governor.
I'm digressing. Well, we are talking about institution mentality and mob. See, when the institution fails to go through the right channel and the right investigation, see people going in that direction, mobbing people. It's also part of the thing we are talking about. If the institutions are right, they will educate the people on what to do, when to do, and how to do it. So it's the same thing we are talking. You talk about politics, you talk about the streets, you talk about education. Everywhere there is mob mentality. And the mob mentality falls within the institution in order to orientate the people. How these things are being done, why people cannot be institutions on their own, a single man become an institution.
All right.
It's what we are talking about. That's why I'm digressing. You
Okay.
have to cut me up. Is it because
You kept talking? No, don't bend it that way.
No,
don't bend it that way.
No, now you're my sister, and I'm on point. You cut me.
You were talking about the governor, and the show is not about the governor.
Listen, institutions work when the people are well educated, and the government is educating people on how the institutions work.
All right.
That's why it's abiding by law.
Okay, thank you for calling.
Using foul language.
All right, thank you
He's
for
a
calling.
mentor.
Thank you.
All
right. 95.1, welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Don, sorry. I think we're trying to establish what is causing people to have this mob mentality.
Indeed.
We should not be talking politics whenever we talk for development. People should reduce this political talk, I beg.
Yeah, but politics is part of it.
I know. What is causing people to have this mob mentality idea around them? Talk about it. What is the reason why we're having mob mentality? Why are we losing our sensibility? Why are we losing our love and kindness? Why are we losing our patience? And not talk about politics, whether I concern week or but what's our business?
All right, thank you for calling. Just to give you guys some more pointers, we have I've talked about the thief syndrome. Now let's bring in politics to a very small degree, not personality politics. Now, many people support politicians not because they've studied the issues. They support them because family supports them, mob mentality. Community supports them, mob mentality. Ethnic groups support them, mob mentality. Church supports them, mob mentality. Social media supports them, mob mentality. So psychologically, humans fear being isolated from the group. So once the group starts moving mad, well, you are prone to follow. But how can we break free and be independent? 95.1, welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is IMJ. I'm calling from Okrika.
Go ahead, you have the floor.
Yes, 95.1 Today FM. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, this comparison, something you are saying that why people are mob-minded or all those things, quick to act like that. Because of the minds of the people have been set. It didn't start from today. You are a leader, you are following. Whatever he tells you, you don't know, you follow. These are the things that brought these problems to Nigerians as we are, especially River State. If we talk of, if you go to the what they call a political angle, you can see somebody will struggle for you. Later, you drop that person. Follow people that did not help you in any way become what you are. Those are symptoms. Then you follow that side. You know that what this person is doing is not right, and you continue to support what it is not even right for you. You know that what that person is doing is not good, but you will still follow him. These are the things causing trouble for us in Port Harcourt in area.
Hello? Hello? All right, looks like we lost our call. 95.1, welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, Reginald, I call from Quebec.
All right, go ahead.
I think this of mob mentality, people who engage in mob activities, one is because government has failed. Because if people engage in mob activities, and at the end of the day, nobody caught them, and they go free,
When was the last time you or I disagreed with a crowd we belong to? Let's say in your family, umunna or umunne or something. All of them are saying, oh, let's do it like this. And maybe you know it's wrong. How many of you have actually stood up to say, nah, I not support? Even if you're a lone voice crying in the wilderness, how many of us have actually stood to face a crowd and say, let's not do it like this? Maybe therein lies the answer to why mob mentality holds sway in several areas of our lives. 95.1, welcome to the show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My sister. It's not easy.
Indeed.
It's not easy. For example, now, like these school children they kidnap. If it happens that I see those that kidnap those school children in my village, may I allow them to go? Or if I happen that I have something to use and catch one of them, tie them inside gate before government will come, may I leave them to go? Or somebody that killed the only brother, and if I see the person, may I allow him to go because of if my community people catch that person, may I leave them?
You know, there's a difference. Mm-hmm. One, you're absolutely sure the person committed the crime, and even then, you only have the right to arrest the person, citizen's arrest. You don't particularly have the right to take life.
We can't engage in. We must be sure. We must be sure. This one, we got it red-handed, and everybody's aware. So I should be in the side of people that will allow that person to go. Leave them now.
Started with the responsibility of ensuring that justice prevails fails. My dear, it's not a matter of education, just like Chris stated. And that was similar thing that the brother from Africa was talking about. Are you with me? Now, the government itself has a different way of contributing to why you should be shaping to adopt this mob mentality. It's as simple as that. So we are the authority, a legal authority, a moral authority says anything becomes something in the society. That is it. That is just my simply put.
All right.
Nobody, because now, look at it this way. If you have a legal knowledge about it, we sat down and we taught us these things. We believe, do you know that? You are a lawyer, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are 100%, out of 100, 90% opposing the action of one person or accusing somebody of being responsible for an act.
All right.
Hello.
Thank you. Thank you. We
So
get
that
your
is
thoughts. Okay. Thank you for
All right.
calling.
You're welcome. Thank
All right. This is where we have to bring the show to an end. I was having such a lovely time with all of you. Even Wellington. Sometimes, stay on topic. But anyway, this is where Talk That Talk will end. And up next is a paid commercial. Thank you for being an amazing audience and enjoy what's left of your day.
Talk radio.
I listen to
Commercial.
In a very wonderful time and season that we are in, and a lot of persons are complaining because of economic issues and struggles, it's important for you to understand that, you see, the difference between you and the success you're looking at for can just be a piece of information that separates you from that reality, as well as possibly the right person, you know. People say it is not working. You know, when something is not working, you should investigate to understand why it's not working. Basically, the reason why it's not working is simply you possibly do not know how, the steps and principles on how to apply for that, for it to really work. Okay, I'm inviting you for a very important program, and this program is called Kingdom Capital Project. As a way of giving back to the society, our company Trade to Retire, a company that is given to training people in forex and the financial markets. That's what we do. And we've been operating, and by God's grace, we've trained hundreds and thousands of students who are trading today. And we will be inviting you for an amazing program, you know, on the 18th and on the 19th and on the 20th of the month of June. And I want you to be there, you know, on the 18th, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Now, it'll be nice to have you come for that program. And it's a program designed to teach you Forex, to teach you how to trade, teach you the importance and things to learn. And most importantly, you want to connect with traders. You want to connect with friends. You want to connect with people that know how to do. Let me tell you something. Somebody say, oh, give me your money, I will trade for you. And maybe you have been a victim of all these things. But do you know these are things you can actually learn for yourself and know how to do this thing? Because you actually been trading all these days. Each time you do some transactions, somebody gives you $1 or $2 bill, you go to media bookie to change it. What have you been doing? That same thing. So this is a golden opportunity for you. All you need to do is simple. Text the word YES. Text the word YES to gain entrance to that program. It's going to be very powerful on the 18th, 19th, and 20th of the month of June 2026. Text the word YES to 0916.
Speed. A speed is a speed. A Frenchman is a Frenchman. Okay. For Africans, I think for Africans is just to show their best and against the top nations. It's going to be Senegal against France, the African champions. Well, I don't know the African champions because I know Morocco are currently the African champions. Yes, I know Morocco are currently the African champions.
They won it after 90 minutes.
The one Senegal are holding is balloon trophy.
I didn't join you laughing at Senegal. Well, we've got the call here. Okay, you can keep the calls coming in 0810-951-0951. Let's see if we can take one or two calls before we leave. We've got this SMS here. It says France won, Senegal won. Charles from Alu in Port Harcourt. All right, you can also drop your predictions. Let's see if we can take them before we leave. 0810-951-0951. But guys, I really want to ask you, who would be the first African team to leave the 2026 World Cup? Yes, the first African team to leave the 2026 World Cup.
I'm looking at Cape Verde. I'm looking at Cape Verde.
They have a point too.
I will tell you why he's looking at Cape Verde. Let him finish.
Okay. I understand where you're going to. So, but for you, Victor, who would be the first to leave?
I think the team that actually did sack their manager, Tunisia, because I think is
Tunisia have Japan next. What are they going to do against Japan?
I think it's way too late already, because you look at the fact that they have Japan and after that you have Netherlands too.
All right. All right. So nobody is saying South Africa should leave.
No, South Africa.
So South Africa will leave. It's just that we don't want to call them quickly. They will leave.
They won't be the first one.
They won't be the first to leave.
They'll leave, but they won't be the first.
All right. 0810-951-0951. Okay. Time is no longer our friend at this point, and it will be difficult to take any other call. I can still see the phone lines, the phone line buzzing, but unfortunately, we can't take any other call. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. It's been fun and amazing doing this with you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for also joining from the various feedback platforms. Thank you to the guys who did this with me, Ovia Wallace and Victor Israel. Do remember, we'll be here tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. for Sports Attack and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. for Today's Sports Live, the midweek edition of the show. And till then, do remember, my name still remains Osasin Hewitt, and I'm saying stay lifted and stay
Port Harcourt. News update.
Good evening. Here is the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I am Dawn Wilson. The Senate has summoned lawmakers for an emergency sitting on June 23rd to deliberate on matters relating to national security and other urgent national issues. The notice said the emergency sitting, which cut short the Senate recess, was convened at the instance of Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President. The upper legislative chamber had adjourned plenary on June 11 and was scheduled to resume on July 7. The decision comes amid growing concerns over insecurity across the country, including recent attacks and incidents of abductions in several states. This comes after the House of Representatives also reconvened an emergency sitting to consider an amendment to the 2025 Appropriation Act, extending the implementation period for the capital component of the budget from June 30 to September 30. The hydrographer of the Federation and Chief Executive Officer of the National Hydrographic Agency, Rear Admiral Olumide Fadahunsi, says modern hydrography remains, according to its spokesperson Fabian Benjamin. Candidates who participated in the exercise can now access their results through the board's official result checking platforms, marking the completion of the examination cycle and the transition into the admission phase. He added that JAMB will now proceed with candidate ranking and is set to begin printing result slips needed for admission processing before the end of the week. The mop-up exam, held on June 13 of this year, was conducted for candidates who missed the main UTME due to technical or biometric verification issues. JAM also reaffirmed that admission cutoff marks remain 150 for universities and 100 for polytechnics, while its portal still open for course and institution changes. On the foreign scene, Cambodian opposition politician Rong Chun has appealed to the country's Supreme Court to overturn his 4-year prison sentence for incitement to cause social unrest. The advisor to the Nation Power Party was convicted last year after meeting victims of land disputes and commenting on Prime Minister Hun Manet's visit to a border area with Vietnam, with authorities also imposing a ban on voting and holding public office. The appeal followed an earlier ruling by an appeals court upholding his conviction. Speaking after the hearing, Chan told supporters that he hoped for justice and the chance to continue his political activities, adding he was prepared for the possibility of returning to prison. The Supreme Court is expected to deliver its ruling on Friday. And that was the news update on Today 95.1 FM. I'm Dawn Wilson. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
Today's news, today's entertainment, today's sports, today's issues. Today on Today 95.1 FM, Port Harcourt.
It all begins with breaking news.
Now make no mistake, this is a difficult mission, and it will remain difficult for some time.
Then it keeps trending. Events, issues, personalities, all struggling to gain attention. But in the race with deadlines, the intrigues, power play, undercurrents are often missed or underreported.
Insecurity here is basically a product of poverty.
But not anymore.
As the platform on radio steps in to fill the missing links on events, issues, and personalities in the news.
We are not afraid of anybody. Yeah!
The platform on radio serves only the hottest topics and trending issues. Only on Today 95.1 FM.
95.1 FM.
Port Harcourt. Weekdays, 4 p.m. Get on the platform on radio and be served.
All stands, greet.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You're welcome to Jagbajantis High School. My name is Sound Sultan, your new mathematics teacher. By the way, do you understand Pidgin English?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what we go use henceforth? Okay, carry your pen. Carry your paper. Them for my class. People of this world, them plenty. Sins of this people, many. So many. Many times plenty, multiplier. Many times plenty, multiplier. Multiply the answer you get now waiting, they make come and they cry. The answer you get now waiting, they make rich man, they mess and leaders, they lie. The answer you get now waiting, they make young boys and girls join party gang. Answer you get now waiting, they make innocent man rot inside the jail. Get it, and then agree to grant a bail. Get it.
Time checking is 8 minutes gone past the hour 4. So welcome you to another edition of the platform on radio, your premium talk station. Today 95.1 FM in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. I am Priye Izogo. It's a wet Tuesday evening. Yes, I shall give you insight into some of the news reports making the rounds. The platform on radio is a program where we dissect trending issues with our correspondent reports. Our correspondent out there also reports from the field, and on this program we take their reports and have them give us more details. Perhaps you get to hear what is not entirely in the news. On the menu today, Matawale says Tinubu's performance will guarantee re-election. The second story, stakeholder criticized court order on the registration of political parties. And the last story, parents and students allege illegal WAEC exam fees in Port Harcourt. You know, definitely the show will be interactive where you have to share your thoughts on any of these three stories. But before we kickstart, you can connect with us via our social media handles. Any time of the day, you can connect with us on YouTube Live at Today 951 FM, at Today 951 FM. On Facebook is at Today 95.1 FM, at Today 95.1 FM. On Instagram, X, and the new one, Twitch, is at Today FM 951, at Today FM 951. Listen audio only via the website www.todayfmlive.com. Click listen live via the website, via the homepage, or through the menu list. You can connect also via Tune In and Radio Garden apps. Search for Today 95.1 FM. That means if you're outside the reach, yes. If you're in Abuja, you're in Lagos, maybe you can't, maybe you're not using your YouTube, or you're not a fan of YouTube, you can also use any of this app. Just go to the Play Store, Apple Store, you search for the app, tune in, Radio Garden, and search for Today 95.1 FM. Today 95.1 FM. Definitely you stream live and get to feel what we are doing in the studio. So let's kickstart with the very first story.
Hey, accountability. If you've been a chop money, I beg you take it easy.
The Minister for State for Defense, Bello Matawalle, says President Bola Tinubu's achievement in office will secure his re-election in 2027 despite criticism from political opponents. Speaking at the contact and sensitization retreat organized by the Northwest Tinubu Matawalle Peace and Unity Initiatives in Sokoto, Matawalle accused critics of spreading in misinformation aimed at undermining the administration. He maintained that President Tinubu has demonstrated decisive leadership through economic reforms, security interventions, and support for key sectors of the economy. The minister stated that the administration has improved the operational capacity of the armed forces and other security agencies, resulting in notable gains against insecurity, particularly in northern Nigeria. Matawalle also criticized what he described as deliberate attempts by some political actors to discredit the administration of Bola Tinubu and mislead Nigerians. Do you think President Bola Tinubu's policies have had a positive impact on Nigeria? Any of the policies that the president have actually set out since inauguration in 2023, do you think any policy have actually strengthened the economy, security, or any sphere of life? Removal of subsidy, looking at the nail fund, yes, for students to access loan and all. Do you think the policies of President Bola Tinubu has any way impacted positively on Nigerians? Phone number remains 0810-9510-951. 0810-9510-951. You can send us a text message, a WhatsApp message, a voice note via this number 0701-9339-962. 0701-9339-962. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Priya.
Yeah, good evening.
This one to you, my brother.
Yeah.
Priya, comrade Kabari.
Kabari, any positive from the policies of President Bola Tinubu?
Well, you know they will be para. Priya, my brother. If there are any policies rolled out by the government of Tinubu that will guarantee Tinubu's victory, then why are they faithful of other political parties? Why are they doing everything to grant the existence of other political parties? My brother, you see, the likes of Matawalle are these type of people that, while growing up, for night we had carry catapult stuff. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Let's keep it within 1 minute so we can accommodate a lot of calls. Phone number is 0810-9510-951. Hello, good evening. Yeah, good evening. Can you speak up, sir? It's difficult to...
Quickly, Minister of Defense, the President, performance, the granting another election.
Can you pick up, sir? Can you speak up a little bit, sir? It's
Minister
better
of
now.
Defense said President Tinubu performance will guarantee him
Re-election.
another election come 2027. Under the nose of the Minister of Defense, how many generals have they killed? Under his nose, look at the kidnapping. Under his nose, look at the hardship in Nigeria. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. I don't understand. These people, are they not in Nigeria at all? Well, I don't believe them. They are all together. They are in a cabal. They are in a group. So they don't see what is happening outside there because as they are together, the money is always there. We take care of themselves, don't mind the nation, don't mind the citizen. That is why he can come up and tell us that President Tinubu performance will guarantee him another election. It's very bad and shameful. Look at what is happening in this country. Look at every day. Look at what is happening. And
Thank you very much.
This way.
Thank you very much, sir. Hello, good evening.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good evening.
Connecting from Alema. Thank you so much.
Archie, your thoughts, sir?
Hello, yes. Hello, Matawalle. Saying Tinubu's performance will determine his re-election. Nothing. I completely disagree with him. Because this president has done nothing. Look at children kidnapping here and there. In fact, Hello, Matawalle is talking so that his salary will be released early for him. So that his salary will be added additional and in bundle size. So he should speak ahead and also so that he will still retain his position if at all the president is elected. Thank you so much, and I cut off for the Archie.
Thank you very much, Archie. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Priya.
Yeah, good evening.
This is Lesson from the Cape.
Your thoughts, sir?
Okay. The Minister of State for Defense. They say what goes around comes around. What did they do when Jonathan was president? Coming back to them. That time he's incompetent, he's not qualified, he's not worthy to be a president, he should resign. Are you hearing me?
I can hear you clearly, sir.
I was time I say Gafili Gaduki. Now then hold the yam, now then hold the yam. There is absolutely nothing. Okay, let me go back. Any general was captured. That was when the army now acted. And the news I had, they only recovered the wife of the major general. But they did not tell us how many bandits or they are still chasing. How you go pursue somebody, allow the person to escape, just carry the legacy. They are incompetent and they are worse than Jonathan 100 times.
Thank you very much, Nelson. Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Frank from my other West.
Frank, your thoughts?
Yeah, the comment of Bello Matawale. For me, the elected person back, some people voted not because the person performed well. Some people voted because this man is my place. Some people voted because this one is my from the same religion with me. So that comment should be after the election, if it is the man win or not. So that's my own contribution this evening. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. Let's move to the next story.
Now, any more questions?
Still on politics, former presidential candidate Benga Olawipo Hashim has condemned a federal high court ruling ordering the deregistration of 5 political parties, including the African Democratic Congress, ADC, and the Accord Party. In a statement issued on Tuesday, Hashim described the judgment as a threat to Nigerian multi-party democracy and alleged that it forms part of efforts to weaken opposition politics ahead of the 2027 general elections. He said the ruling reinforces concern he has raised since 2024 about what he termed a coordinated attempt to reduce political competition in the country. The former presidential candidate also claimed that opposition governors have been pressured to join the ruling All Progressive Congress APC, while opposition parties continue to grapple with internal crises. He further accused the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) of implementing an electoral timetable he believes is inconsistent with provisions of the Electoral Act 2026. What impact could the deregistration of political parties like the ADC and Accord Party have on the 2027 general elections? A lot of people are saying if you take off a strong northern candidate, because whether we like it or not, sometimes Nigeria vote via tribal beliefs, religious beliefs and all. If you take off a strong northern candidate like Atiku Abubakar, maybe it's more of a pathway for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to maybe easily win the election. Some are saying that because it will be easy for southern candidates to basically get swayed votes from the north. Some are of that opinion. Some are also of the opinion that maybe there is merit to this particular judgment. So what's your take on this? And do you think this will basically affect the 2027 general elections? A lot of people, if you read the statement from the spokesperson of the ADC, they are playing with fire. What will this actually result to before the 2027 general election if finally ADC, Accord Party, and other parties are deregistered? Phone number remains 0810-9510-951. 0810-9510-951. Text messages, WhatsApp message, and voice note via this number 0701-9339-962. 0701-9339-962. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, my brother, good afternoon.
Yeah, good evening.
Hello, you can hear me, brother?
I can hear you clearly.
Yeah. Nigeria is a law-abiding nation, a nation built with laws and constitution. If you must not do things rightly, and maybe you have been escaping it, do you not know that one day you will be caught? You did not enter your party, or your party is not in accordance with the law of the constitution. They say you could not provide 25% vote in all the states in the last election. And you are telling us that you're threatening us. Are you threatening us in this nation? What you should do is that go and appeal the matter, and from the thing at once, you cannot come back again because you wait till the next election, and which you cannot also come back. So go and join another party. You cannot be deceiving Nigerians by threatening us and be doing as if maybe every day you're showing the case of being victimized or being oppressed. It's not like that. We are doing things accordingly for the sake of the future of this nation, for our children. So you cannot come from the back door and say want to come and be president. My name is Chimadike Porumokuta.
Thank you very much, Chimadike. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening. We lost that call, keep the caucus. I think it is association of former legislators that took the case to court. People will be asking, do they have the locus for them to actually take that case to court? A very big question. Shouldn't INEC be the sole body to actually pursue that case to deregister political parties? That's some other opinion. Some are also saying that the case is already in the appeal court right now. So we'll see how it plays out. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, this is Imama.
Imama, your thoughts, sir?
Calling from Belgian University. Court ordering INEC to register AGC. That is indirect service. But INEC say that they have made, all the requirement has been met. Why they registering them? They knew that AGC will disturb them until 2027. Why are they fighting other political parties? Allow them to contest. You say you are a citizen of democracy for nothing. Although our president you know that he has said already unemployment, insecurity everywhere. You know that he has said in another circumstance, Atiku has won the election already. Because Tinubu has failed woefully. Are you aware that the last administration, Bill Buhari, created 500,000 empower? The empower did across the nation. What about now? What legacy has he done? What legacy has he done? He has failed already. Look at the other poverty, unemployment, the youth of Nigeria are suffering. You have who is the president who is there for his own selfish interest.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Hello,
yeah, good evening.
Yeah, Comrade Kabari, I come.
Kabari, your thoughts?
Nigeria and in River State, ADC is stuck and waxing more strong.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Priya.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you. I hope they say independence. What is the meaning of independence?
Your name, sir?
If INEC is independence, why should the court have and try with their independence? Why should the court keep them order? Change that statement. They should change that name, independence. Let them be under the court. Because if they are independent, the court don't have no power to control them anymore. That's it.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, I'm Chino, calling from Ajiperi of Takot.
Your thoughts, sir?
On judgment, against the listing of the political parties. I want to advise ADC to please, they should gather themselves and appeal that case without delay. Because I see no reason why INEC should wait when the political parties have had their conventions, conducted their primaries. They kept quiet. INEC kept quiet. These people spend all their money.
INEC did not take ADC to court.
Hello?
INEC did not take ADC to court.
But, Priya, you know that this thing is created by government, by federal government.
INEC is aware of this.
Government is not also part of the suit.
Okay, my advice to ADC and the political parties affected, they should please not waste time appeal this case.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Priya.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. There's need to educate people. Firstly, ADC and these other political parties that are being ordered to be deregistered are not new political parties. And their deregistration stands from the Constitution. The provision of the Constitution is Section 225, which says that if you're a political party and you cannot win or you will not win up to 25%.
Apologies, Special Douglas. We just need to go for a break.
Every time they want to call, that's when you go for
because
a break.
Of the time you call is 4:30. Thank you. Let's go for a quick break. When we return, the platform of radio will continue.
I get the update for you. Baby, Bet Naija, truly Naija. It don't enter, life it don't enter. Casino like no other with the Bet Naija. Truly Naija. Bet Naija, everybody come.
Spin and win big with Bet Naija's truly Nigerian casino. Not for persons under the age of 18. Bet responsibly.
Bet Naija, truly Naija.
All stand, greet.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. You're welcome to Jagbajantis High School. My name is Sound Sultan, your new mathematics teacher. By the way, do you understand Pidgin English?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now
You're welcome back. It's the platform on radio, your premium talk station, Today 95.1 FM in the Garden City of Port Harcourt. Let's continue with the conversation. What impact could the registration of political parties like the ADC, the Accord Party, and other parties on the 2027 general elections? Phone number remains 0810-9510951. 0810-9510951. Text messages, WhatsApp messages, and voice note via this number 0701-9339-962. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
I am Mascot.
Mascot, your thoughts, sir?
Thank you so much. I tell you, this judgment is another disgrace of the judiciary. Put me on record. I tell you. A lot of them lawyer callers, you said they made point. They did not make any point from my own view and perspective. Because Section 225 is holistic. In A, they said you must get 25% in all the seats. I mean, in all the states of the federation. Or that each party at least must have won at least one seat, either as a councillor, House of Rep, or House of Assembly. ADC won in 2023 2 members of the Federal House of Representatives, many members of the House of Assembly, even councillors. Now, what is the rationale for adding ADC into that judgment? That is the first flaw, the first affront to the Constitution. Another one, in the hierarchy of court, when a superior court makes order to a lower court, by the principle of stare decisis, you are bound to obey. That is the lower court. Why would the appeal court ask the Federal High Court headed by Justice Peter Lifu to withhold proceeding until October, when they will look into the matter? And this man went ahead. I have told you before, Priya, that there should be punishment, punitive, very difficult, decisive.
Thank you very much.
Punitive measure on judges who go against the laws of our land.
Thank you very much.
And God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Let's move to the next story. Some parents and candidates sitting for the ongoing West African Examination Council, WAEC, in Port Harcourt have raised concerns over what they describe as repeated demand for money before being allowed to sit for their papers. One of the parents who pleaded to remain anonymous to told Today FM's Odinakachi Celestine that the situation has placed a huge financial burden on families and is affecting the performance of students. The parents said the demands vary depending on the paper being written, adding that his son called him earlier today pleading for him to send more money, informing him that candidates writing biology were asked to pay 5,000 naira before being allowed into the examination hall. The parent identified the school as a private school in Port Harcourt and appealed to the River State Commissioner for Education and other relevant authorities to investigate the situation.
The school or invigilator, I don't know who told them, but that is what my son told me, that they asked them to be coming to exam hall with 3,500, and which I budgeted for that amount every day of his exam because he's sitting for WAEC. I'm so shocked and surprised. Every day my son would be calling me after going to school with the 3,500 plus the transport. I was surprised for him to be calling me again and say, sir, they don't allow us to write the exam. They chase us outside, that they need more money. This is unfair. Things are very hard. If a child pay 3,500 naira times 9 subjects, not even 9, say, sometimes they say practical different, the main exam different. It might even reach up to 3,000 naira times 15.
Meanwhile, one of the candidates who spoke with the FM corroborated the allegations, insisting that the invigilators sent to monitor their exams today insisted on the payment of 5,000 naira, a development that reportedly prevented some candidates from writing the examination immediately.
Please, today invigilator, the man is pretty cool. Like, he's telling us 5K. Almost everybody said are not even writing said, because not everybody said plan for the 5K. Then the people said they're not paid the 5K, they not allow them to write. Now he's telling everybody not to write. He have allowed us to write. He's not said we are even starting. The man allowed to write. Now start before we submit the last paper that let us complete the money for him. Now that is, you're going to send me 1.5.
Efforts by Today FM to get the reaction of the management of the private school on the allegation were unsuccessful at the time of filing this report. Before we kickstart the conversation, let's get to our correspondent, Odinakachi Celestine, to throw more light on this particular report, because it's quite crazy. Parents paying as high as 5,000 naira for a particular subject. Let's connect with Odinakachi Celestine. Odinaka, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Prince.
Yeah, looking at this particular report, where the students and parents are complaining about the activities of external invigilators, including principals of schools, concerning the ongoing WAEC. Looking at it, what are the reaction of other parents concerning this particular situation?
You see, this is a very serious call because, education is a fundamental right, and examination like WAEC determine the future of many young people. So any situation where students are allegedly asked to pay extra money before writing an exam deserves an urgent attention, because, the economic situation in the country is already difficult.
So that's what they were complaining.
You understand me?
I can hear you
That's the
clearly.
reaction of the parents. And most parents struggle to pay school fees, transport, examination fee. Asking them for additional money at the examination hall, if true, places an unnecessary financial burden on families. Now let's talk about the psychological effect on the students. Beyond the financial aspect, this can affect students psychologically. Imagine preparing for modes only to be stopped from entering the exam hall because you cannot produce extra money. The anxiety alone can affect a student's performance. You've written well before and I've written before. Imagine when you're being asked, you're being chased around. You will not be coordinated. You understand? And WAEC examination are supposed to provide equal opportunities for all candidates. No students to have an unfair advantage because they can pay extra money while others cannot. Imagine telling a student, because you cannot pay 5,000 naira, you have to stay outside. Why those who can afford 5,000 naira, should go inside the hall. Then later on, maybe at the half hour of the exam, you now allow the student to go. No. So at this stage, it's important for the River State Ministry of Education, maybe a WAEC authority and other relevant agencies, to
investigate and look what is happening.
Yes, let them go around, and then they should ensure that justice is being served, because
Have these parents actually approached? Sorry to cut you. Have they approached the school authorities, asking them why they are acting this way?
Most of the parents, the way they spoke, most of them are scared. Maybe if I speak up, maybe my child's result will be tampered with. If I speak up, this will be done. So I just feel the wife authority or the Ministry of Education needs to come in. Go to some of these private schools and send an independent invigilators to go there and find out what is happening.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
This will serve. It will serve as a lesson and restore the confidence we have in our education examination system. Because with this happening, people will lose hope one way or the other in the education system, which is not good. So I maintain that education should never become a marketplace. Where students are forced to pay an official fee to access opportunities, which is their fundamental right.
Thank you very much, Odinaka. You still need to follow up with this story beyond your own opinion now, so that we can actually get that off the school, so we can have a comprehensive report and see how we can push for the River State government and Ministry of Education to do the right thing. Thank you very much, Odinaka.
Thank you very much for it.
Yeah, looking at this particular story is quite pathetic. We've seen situations where students are forced to pay a particular amount of money. Parents are asked, if your child do not pay that money, they will not submit their examination paper. It's that crazy right now. Do you think government is doing enough to supervise and check the activities of some of these external invigilators, and including schools? Because most schools want to get the best grade, and they will allow parents pay this money so that the invigilators will let the children do whatever they want in the exam hall. So what should the government do, and the people do, the parents do, to actually stop this from happening? Phone number remains 0810-9510951, 0810-9510951. Text messages was a message and voice note via this number, 0701-9339-962. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, I'm just laughing. Hey, people. Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
Hey, people who behave in this way, don't they deserve the kind of leaders we have? Righteousness, they say, is not a nation. Why sin is a reproach? All this is your sin is self-deserving, self-inflated and self-deserving. I don't know how much is the registration of WAEC. A lot of parents are not ready to stand up. Our laziness is too much. Our gullibility is too much. We are the ones that are creating this problem. What will it take a parent that you know that this thing is happening? It is not a legal something. Police are hearing this thing. It's an open secret. Rather, you go to the road and you see police. What they do is to collect money from motorists and all that. They can't go to these places and arrest people. That's why I don't blame some people who want to say that Nigeria is a failed state. Of course, if you check the activities of people who are even actually called this Nigeria, we're failed people. But we're doing a lot of things that are so annoying. How can you tell me that the child pays for an exam fee? I'll be telling the child to bring money before he passes exam, and at the end of the day, you see most of them having in their this thing without even knowing anything. We're just destroying ourselves, and that's what is showing everywhere. Bandits, bad governance, everything, judiciary, all of them. Nothing is working.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, my brother.
Yeah, good evening.
You have seen what is going on in society. You've seen it. Don't know if the people that are doing this are not educated, because we are told that when you are educated, then you will encourage others to be educated. And education is the bedrock of what? The developing society. So, my brother, you now have a government that they don't care about the people. As I speak to you in university, ask that your correspondent. Let him go on investigation. Let him go on investigation. The GF3 students in government schools in River State are done mock exam. They've not written WAEC. And I don't know what is mock exam, my brother. Like somebody write mock exam at primary 6, then in the regional WAEC, you have to rewrite mock exam. Okay? Go and find out what is the meaning of Boko Haram. You will condemn the actions of Boko Haram, but then you understand that that particular word Boko Haram is also meaningful. Yes, it is meaningful. This is it. This is it.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. 18 is my name.
Your thoughts, 18?
Yes, the corruption, bribing and corruption in our schools are unprecedented. That is how they started. Like I'm an Akokite, wanted to go for second degree at University of Calabar, but the news that I hear over there, before students will go to sit for a paper, they already settle with their sort of their course they are going to. If you want A, you settle amount of money with the lecturers. Some lecturers don't even show up in classes. But when the exam comes, they will settle a question that they didn't touch in class. So the pathway, the corruption in southern Nigeria, I think that the former chairman of national chairman of APC said it is abomination to conduct fair and fair election in South. The corruption going on in a higher institution, even at the secondary school in this South side, in southern Nigeria, is unprecedented. It's inexplainable, and that is the reason why the corruption, the politicians, people don't depend on their degree, on their intelligence, on their educational qualification. They depend on go to politics, you go to corruption, you go to drugs, baron, and what have you on.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That's what Nigeria believe in. They don't believe in JC.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's move to the text message portal. So we will read your messages and text messages and WhatsApp messages, including some of your voice notes I've seen. Let's start with the text message portal. We have some couple of messages. This one is from, my name is Imaman from Mbaiche. The policy of Mr. President has nothing to do with Nigerian. Look at the rate of insecurity, unemployment, poverty is unfortunate. That's from Imaman. Next one, Priya, even a child knows that for the best to be achieved in life, there have to be competitors. If not for fear of defeat, why should President INEC and APC are working towards one-party system? They have failed and will surely be voted out by the suffering and hungry Nigerians. This from Ima Anayo. Look at the next message. Good evening, presenter. My response to ADC for the judgment, I advise for appeal for the judgment if there can be otherwise. And Bello saying Mr. President will be re-elected due to what he has done for me. I really need him to come back for second tenure, but he has not done enough. This from Bene Alewa Sunday from Baraya Thai. You have this one. Hi, Tinubu government have done nothing to deserve re-election. The policies are insensitive to the plight of Nigerians. This government have failed to address the basic needs of the people, such as food, employment, and security. There is no policy of his government that inspires hope and comfort to many hungry Nigerians. Tinubu has lost electoral value for inflicting pain on Nigerians. As for the court order to deregister ADC and other parties, such order, if implemented, would truncate democracy in Nigeria. This from Mr. Lucky. We have to squeeze in this one before we move to the text message. We squeeze to the WhatsApp portal. Let's be sincere here and consider basic facts. Most students cannot pass their exams if they are not allowed to copy because they no longer read their books. They and sometimes even the parents encourage such payment to enable their children make their papers. We should not pretend because malpractice is covertly accepted in some areas. It is called sorting. This is from Bakaro Baori Otaji in Port Harcourt. Let's move to the WhatsApp platform. We will play some of the voice notes. Yes, we have this voice note. Let's squeeze this one in.
Good afternoon once again, Lady D. Do we realize that...
I think this is not for us. This is not for us. This is for us.
Good evening, Priye. I wanted to speak on Matawali's statement about Tinubu's achievement, that his achievement will guarantee him the election. Well, I want to tell Matawale that he's joking. He's joking. How come those Tinubu appointed or Tinubu placed in positions where they are enjoying? The government pays everything for them. They don't spend money on food. They don't spend money on anything. They are the ones seeing the good works of Tinubu. How come Nigerians are not seeing it? And they're saying that the politicians should not deceive Nigerians. They are the ones deceiving Nigerians. How come they are fighting against other party not to be in the ballot? If they've done well, they should have waited for Nigeria to vote them back. This Tinubu don't have anything to offer Nigeria. Even if you allow Tinubu to stay in office for 100 years, nothing. The same old story, super story they told about Buhari. Buhari wasted our time and left. Tinubu has started again. You should just resign and go. Frank from Burukiri.
Thank you very much, Frank. Yes, we have this message. The message is the illegal high price of fees being collected by schools during WAEC is mostly done by most unregistered schools in River State. Minister of Education should set up a body to move around most private schools in River State, especially Ubiakbo, and fish out these schools, and a punishment measure should be given to such school. From Prince C. Amadi alias Sapi from Obuguru in Obiakbo local government area. Let me see if we have another message. Let me go back to the text message portal before we go back to the phone line. Yep, let's go back to the text message portal. Yes. We don't have any for now, so we'll go back to the phone line. You can share your thoughts on any of the stories we've discussed today. From the very first story, Matawali says Tinubu's performance will guarantee re-election. The second story, stakeholders criticize court order on deregistration of political parties. And the last story, parents and students allege illegal WAEC exam fees in Port Harcourt. Phone number remains 0810-9510951. 0810-9510951. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Tim. I call back.
Yeah, Tim, your thoughts.
The judgment by Justice Alifo, I think they have 4 APC judges. Justice Abdulmalik.
You can't prove this. You can't prove this. You can't prove this, please. You can't.
Hello? Okay. I will do that
statement. Yes, thank you.
So Tinubu and APC, they should treat with caution. We didn't suffer this in the hands of Jonathan and PDP in 2015 when APC was formed. And some of the callers that shout APC today, they were godly enemies of APC. We were here in River State, we were killing and do something with guys in broad daylight. These people celebrating even the disqualification of the APC in 2019. But today, because they don't have political ideology, they don't have conscience, they are not shouting APC Tinubu, they throw the South. There's no turn of the South, there's no turn by turn in the Constitution. It is only a article that is a permanent potential candidate from the North. And the ABC, the North see APC as their own political party, just from 2015, when they see APC as their own candidate, as their own party. Now, Tinubu, because the North, even I think they are worried that they are going to suddenly Jonathan lesson. If this day you go the way of Jonathan, or you go the way of
thank you very much.
Balewa, or that of Mustafa Mohammed, and if the strategy you fought against the military, and the military was removing,
let's allow everything to go smoothly. I know sometimes it can be emotional when you talk about politics, but let's keep our emotions in check. Hello, good evening.
Hello to you, my brother.
Yeah, good evening.
Comrade Kabari.
Yeah, Kabari, your thoughts?
Of course, if you have a system, keeper of that school as we speak, and every other staff that are involved in this act were supposed to be arrested and be prosecuted without any fine. Are you with me? So it is served as a deterrent to others. My brother, I feel this in this state. I know what is going on in this state. Are you with me? So, you see, I said, when state is anyhow, when the state is not working, when government is not in charge, anything goes. Are you with me? As we speak now, you think the DPO of that particular jurisdiction where this corruption occurred will not even want to, dine or take a token from that principal and shut down the matter? So we find out, looking at the area of ABC, my brother, forget these people making noise. See, ADC, look, even in River State here, even in River, they have kept.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. I am Mascot. Priya, I tell you, something must be done in Nigeria to bring a revolutionary leader because of the falling standard of education. Education, I learned, is the bedrock of a nation's advancement. I did not go to all these choice universities. My own is just small schools, my village primary school, my village secondary school, and the one Imo State University, still in my state of Imo. But I went to school when education had standard. What is happening now is very sharp. Can you see why even South Africa will despicably chase us away from their country? Because they know we do not have any country anymore. Even Ghana, chasing us out from their own country. Something must be done through the masses of Nigeria and through God's will to bring a revolutionary leader who will bring back our values and our integrity.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mascot. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, quickly again. I just saw some breaking news now. I don't know which one to believe again. That INEC said they are not going to honor that court decision to deregister, because I want to ask that the Constitution only empowers INEC. What said I went to court? I don't understand. This I think I should call some of the judges to order, because they're just giving any. I think it doesn't matter before it escalates to once we don't. Quickly, this one, I had you.
Your line is not too clear, sir. Apologies. Your line is. Hello, good evening.
Yes, Priya, I am Dr. Chris. Priya,
Dr. Chris, your thoughts, sir?
Priya, I cry for our education today. Ask me why.
Why, sir?
Forget irrespective of the matter you brought in that brought us into talking about education. Do you know that the politicians have messed up our education, Priya? I cry because I wonder where Nigerian education will be in the next 20, 30 years. Look at what happens in our educational system. Where politicians come, they bring in the vice chancellor they want, they bring in the principals they want. It has even gone down to principal. Unity schools has been politicized. Where a situation whereby a vice chancellor is a card-carrying member of a political party and will be preaching to even in the senate of these universities, preaching, oh my God, I use God's name, beg them. Let them play their politics outside. Leave our educational system alone. Leave our health system alone, but they can play their politics. Now, if you want to appoint a CMD of hospitals, chief medical director of any hospital, it's not a political thing. I'm not saying they may not be qualified, but right there and there, you see them regrouping the members of the political parties. I use God's name, beg them. If they can mess up any other thing, they should leave our education alone, leave our health system alone. They should go and play their politics for the sake of our unborn children. I beg them in the name of God.
Thank you very much. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Priya. Good evening.
Good evening. You're our last caller.
Okay. I'm Coach Andy. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Andy, your thoughts?
I want to talk about Matawali's statement concerning Tinubu that he's doing well.
You can go
that
on,
will
sir.
make him come back again. I want to say that man is a liar. Tinubu is not doing well in this country. They are suffering. You see the way the people, the leaders, see the way they write the exam and mark it for themselves. Is it not we that we say that, yes, these people have done well, or this person has done well? The people that they are leading. Are we not the people that we say, yes, because of what he has done or what they have done, they need to come back again? Are they the one that will tell us that he has done well, so he has not done well? Also, I want to talk again about the educational system that the person.
Quick one in 10 seconds. 10 seconds, please.
Politicians, they are the one making us to cry because they have politicized everything, even in the educational sector. So let them allow our students to go to school.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, indeed. On that note, we call it a wrap on today's edition of the Platform already. The platform is produced by the News Department. At the same time tomorrow, do have a lovely evening. Up next is Waiting to Happen. I am Priye Izogo. You can follow me on all socials at Priye Izogo. Yes, Priye PC. Yes, you can follow me on all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and of course, TikTok, Facebook and Instagram. Good evening.
So, Oyinbo say, na badmas, we go use takes solve mathematics. So follow Java, so ya carry by be for brotherhood. Love your neighbor as yourself, oh, for objectivity. Be objective, P for democracy, democracy. M for modification of our behavior, let's stand to the same behavior. A, accountability. If you've been a job, hey, I beg you take time easy. S for solidarity.
Maybe home is somebody's smile when they look at you for the first time. Maybe home is being a home to something you love and adore with all your heart, and that is what life, friendship, and love are all about. Maybe home is listening to all of your favorite shows on Today 95.1 FM. We create memories. We inspire comfort. We are the voice of the people, and we are home away from home.
Today's news in 60.
The federal government has intensified efforts to strengthen healthcare delivery in the country by ensuring reliable power supply to over 35,000 health facilities through the Nigeria Power for Health initiative. Senior medical experts have backed the proposed creation of an agency dedicated to malaria prevention and control in Nigeria, arguing that the country still requires a standalone institution despite existing malaria control and elimination programs and interventions. Registered dietitian nutritionists have warned that people who participate in food eating competitions are, in short term, at risk of choking, aspiration, bloating, pain, and severe nausea. American multinational healthcare company Abbott has partnered with Afri Medical Manufacturing and Supplies Limited to boost local production of diagnostic products in Nigeria. On the foreign scene, World Health Organization in Europe and healthcare in Denmark have signed a memorandum of understanding to accelerate cooperation on digital health, health data, artificial intelligence, and health system innovation in the 53 countries of the World Health Organization European region.
Today's news in 60. In 60.
What if the internet had a voice? What if we knew exactly what you love to listen to? What if we understood your vibe, your voice, your opinion? Today 95.1 FM. Today 95.1 FM. We are the voice of the people.
And because market price.
If you never hear say e gets program where would they call waiting they happen.
My brother, my sister, you are sitting on a long thing. Yes, because waiting they happen at that Ogbonge program where they come up for this Ogbonge station what they call Today 95.1 FM.
So now piece they find but then
for every single time we make phone call and every single time we go to buy fuel. Now, before you ask who be IMF and why they fit tell the Nigerian government waiting to do, I go tell you. You see, IMF now one of the most powerful financial institutions in the world. Them they help and supervise countries like Nigeria from time to time. And because in Nigeria they collect money from them and also still join their union. Anytime they talk something, Nigeria must listen because say their word carry weight, especially on top the heads of African countries. But here now the part where I want to make you think about. This same week, where IMF bring this advice. Now the same week, one federal high court tell our senators and House of Rep members say they illegal for una to carry 110 billion naira for ourselves to take buy cars when majority of Nigerians they live in poverty. As we even speak right now, 27 million Nigerians don't get food to chop and they find extra ways to tax them. How? How is that not evil? I just did think say before you start to find extra ways to collect money from the citizens, why not ask the government to reduce the amount of money we then they spend on themselves? Why not ask them to reduce those amount of money? The extra convoys, the excessive allowances, and other unnecessary things where they spend money on. Why not ask them to cut those expenses? Because if the government cuts those expenses, they go get the extra money where they advise them say they need. So why are you not asking them to do that? Except they get another plan we say we don't know about. Well, that now waiting they happen right now. And I see me carry and come with you. If you find this insightful, kindly
It's got to go down.
and I'm seriously working towards it.
Guru,
Yeah?
you don't see the girl already.
No, I never really.
Because
I never
Bible
really.
say out
I
of the
never see her.
abundance
I
of
never
the
see
heart.
her, Sha, but I did hopeful.
Okay, don't they follow am for TikTok?
You know, in Tinubu government, say renewed hope.
You don't they follow am for TikTok.
No, I never did follow for TikTok.
So where you see Fulani girl where you just fall in love?
Hopeful.
See, for this full Nigeria, this Nigeria big, so now Fulani girl hungry.
Yeah. I want to go there.
As this River State there, you know see fine girl.
Then plenty.
Don't worry, I'll take it upon myself. I go find you fine girl. Don't worry yourself. Leave Fulani a job.
You know what I like for woman?
Big breast.
Which I don't know what you talk about.
Big breast and big bum bum.
I don't know what you did. That one I don't be waiting to pay bill now.
But now you ask me question now. You say you know what I like. I didn't tell you what you like now. So no worry.
I don't know what you're saying.
GRA, go find for
your brother spec he call for radio. Alpha, as they come, is the flood and drainage alpha like?
I not to notice any flood. The rain, the rain not too heavy for this side, and so I not to notice any flood. Everything nice and good. No traffic. Everything just the normal.
Okay.
The city just just calm.
Okay, that's true. Dangote don't reduce fuel price, no?
Oh yeah, filling station, please. Dangote don't reduce. Make una self reduce.
I beg.
If he increase now, before I go from house reach here, for don't change price.
As in,
but now it don't come down. Now they say we get old stock. Make we finish old stock. Please. As you don't come down, make una self bring and down.
But if the thing come down, it means the food prices will also come down.
And I know say na transport now the influence prices.
You know, say for Nigeria,
now.
anything we go up, they hardly come down. That's the problem.
No, gravity, no, they work for Nigeria. But this time we'll go for Santa to work. Because we must go back to our 450 naira. Very important.
I wanna help us. We
the bachelor. Come talk away. We the bachelors. You know, say na restaurant people they use on a shine sha.
Really? No, I'm a very good chef.
Kuro, you don't cook before.
Cook,
you don't boil water
before.
Yeah,
very well.
For where?
Guys, I cook pasta.
Pasta.
Well, yeah. I cook pasta.
Jollof or white?
Jollof. I'm a very good cook.
Okay, tomorrow bring what you cook.
If you see me, don't I look like somebody with it?
They right up for boy.
Anyways, Port Harcourt people, how they be? What's they happen?
So today na the Day of the African Child. So
okay, they celebrate African Child. Okay, so
minus South Africa.
Okay.
They no follow now. No be then they push us.
Why would they celebrate them?
We are unique. Black is beautiful.
What about the
African culture?
Okay, all of them follow too. All of them follow. Okay. So they celebrate the African child. Get any age? Or not just
African child? Just
we call our president African child too. Because I just want to know
African grandpa.
Okay,
you can call him African grandpa. No age limit.
No age
they just
limit.
say June 16 is one of the most culturally significant dates in global and African history. It is globally recognized as the Day of the African Child.
Congratulations to all the African child. So because of
but
that,
see the mix. They say while in South Africa, it is seen as the Youth Day.
Okay, then a Youth Day. Then,
so as they pursue them, they indirectly go squeeze themselves, enter inside for corner.
Chai.
But it's all right, no wahala.
Anyway, so because of that, they give one man recharge card and one woman recharge card because
Kuromi will remind you buy for me first. Where they here?
So let's see. Don't worry, send your account number. Let me delete it for you. Anyways, we don't show nothing they happen today. FM 95.1. This is not the show where we say they bring all the Obonge Tori where they happen for we country and outside the country. As the Tori they drop, who they drop and for now. If you want to see us, we plenty inside the studio. Just go on YouTube at Today951FM for YouTube. On Facebook, we there on Today95.1FM. All the Tori then they there. Then if you say you want to listen to us like they talk any part of the world where you do, if you like the Kafanshan, if you listen to us, just go on www.todayfmlive.com. You click the listen button, you feel our voice. And also if you like app thing, go on Radio Garden app, search Today 95.1 FM. You go to hear our voice. Remember, say we dey talk serious matter on seriously. I could just introduce myself sharp because we get some kind senior people, some kind senior ladies we just months for the studio. So I could just do and sharp. My name is MC Kuro. They call me the king of weddings. Anywhere we wedding that happen for the city, outside the city. If you look very well, you go see say MC Kuro. We did there, they will stop this thing. Say picking with and carry for back. He didn't know say the Johnny Far. We don't show not to go remain.
All right, my better country people are here now. How market, how work, how business. My own name na Mary Queen of the Most High. We don't show to summer una all the Obonge Tori we don't happen for River State and we will do Nigeria. We not do.
Okay. For the studio here, we get one senior people which come from Vantage. I beg, madam, how far now?
We got that day.
Okay, I go like make you introduce yourself to everybody.
My name is Lydia from Vantage. You just leave on like that.
Okay.
Lydia from Vantage.
My country people, my name is Ama from Vantage, and we bring you now better story. We be say if you hear them, your belly go sweet you well.
Okay, so we not to get time. We could enter the first question. Waiting be Vantage Market. They say something like Smart Trader Workshop. I bet just tell us more about the Vantage Market.
Okay, so Vantage now, what they call brokerage firm. Now online broker where we say they offer you the avenue to trade in the financial market. So we they bridge the gap between you and the financial market. So what will be the financial market? The financial market now online space where many people, millions, trillions, 7 trillions of people they trade every day. And for you to do that, now why Vantage they exist? So Vantage now broker where we say go give you the tools, give you the education, give you everything, the strategy where you need to trade in the financial market. Now why we can't say okay, we don't they do this smart traders workshop for over 3 years. We don't do one for South Africa, even if they pursue us. We don't do it for South Africa, we don't do it for Nigeria, Abuja, Lagos, Enugu, Benin. We don't do it for Port Harcourt now for over 3 years. Now we say make we come again. So we don't get new strategies. We will go use for our people. We will go show you how to become profitable. Now why this smart traders workshop they happen on Thursday next week? Sorry. Thursday next tomorrow, not be next week on the 18th. This Thursday next tomorrow like this for the Golden Tulip Hotel where they Ever Road number 1 Ever Road Jari. And you need to register. And for you to register, you need to send PH1 to 0906.
Then I say just
like I talk and smart. So send PH1 to 0906 059 3552. Send PH1 yes to 0906 059 3552. Yes, not be the number we go.
Okay, I want to ask you this question because when you talk about platform like this, where we say na trading, a lot of people don't lose money, scatter. I want you, why you feel say make you get trust on this Vantage brand?
Vantage na big name, first of all. If you look at Vantage on the market for over 16 years. Picking will be 16 years, not be small picking again now. And then outside the number of years old on the business, Vantage deregulated. We deregulated for UK, we deregulated for South Africa, we deregulated for Australia. So if you don't see all these regulations where we get, you go not say we be big name. And then also one of our sponsors now Ferrari. Ferrari no be small car. So for a brand like Ferrari to look Vantage, say okay, this is what they do something. I'm going to partner with them. Make
so then get trust.
Yes,
credibility.
Get that credibility. If you check our street cred, it needs die. You check Trustpilot, so you won't go check our ratings. Our ratings they up to standing. So you should say we they actually do these things. So if you they come, carry clean mind come. No, we say they tell you say we go give you fixed return, or we just want to show you strategies where you go take on your own. Make you just understand. It's not say they carry your money give anybody. Your money they with you, they your own account, they your own trading account. If you withdraw your money at any time, but we just want to show you that strategy where you could take do this thing. Like my colleague they always talk, say follow who know road. Vantage want show you that correct.
But wait, Vantage is not the first time we Vantage they come for tackle.
No, we now
it's at 3.0.
Okay, 3.0.
Yes, 3.0. Now we do so. Now we do so. So remember our first time. We don't day. Yes.
Okay, so another question I want to ask, we say, say you get some people as they talk all these trading something, some people they don't even understand. There's a pigeon show with this. You get some mothers then fathers, and this particular thing are for everybody because some people don't really get idea about.
Okay, so I go make a break her down. Yes, so our malam, so they do brew the change. When you go give them dollar, tell them say you want buy naira, they go give you naira, collect your dollar, or you give them your dollar, they go give you naira. You they do what they call financial trading, but you they do on physical. So you they exchange. So for example, now currently the dollar rate now 13992. As at last week, it was 1384. It don't mean say it don't go up. You don't as it go up, so you yourself don't make money by selling your dollar to a bookie, collect your own back. So you they do the physical one. But what thing we they try show you now how you fit make money from price movement. So for example now, make I give you what they get one particular news where people they trade every first Friday of the month. You don't get any trader when they trade that news. Every first Friday. They call them NFP, non-farm payroll. So now this non-farm payroll will determine whether the US dollar economy, the economy for US, whether people get jobs. If people get jobs, meaning say the economy for US they make sense. If they don't get a job, means The economy don't they shake. So people they either they buy or they trade US, sell US against any other currencies where they. So now the price movement, but now what we want show you. So even if you be beginner,
all these things where they talk, I go show the people.
We go show
Thursday.
you on Thursday. So even if you be beginner, yes, you be beginner, you never hear am before. You don't hear am before, but you know be waiting, you don't try, but you won't try and come on Thursday. If you be an intermediate trader, you don't they trade for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but your trading still they get scale leg, but they find out winning strategy, still come on Thursday. But if you be advanced trader, you they look for platform where you say go give you trading view. We get them. If you be you don't they trade for a very long time, and you talk about 5-6 years now.
So everybody feed this
exactly. Now the avenue we don't create.
People will get jobs.
People will not get jobs, but they look for waiting. You go fit and make money online. This is a legit way for you to make money online. Just get your smartphone.
So this Thursday, where be the venue again?
No, Golden Tulip Hotel, number 1 Ever Road for GRA. Yes, very popular, very big hotel like this. Exactly, and you need to register because we understand that everybody want to make money, but we need to know who would they expect from Today FM. It don't have for everybody, but the age limit is 18 and above. If you are below 18, please do not attend. From 18 and above, yes, your parents will come trade for you. Exactly. And you need to register. So we need to know so they come from Today FM. So for we to register, send PH1, attach the 1 cause benefits day. PH1 to 0906 059 3552. Send PH1 to 0906 059 3552. So we get many things we will go show una and what we go give una.
Okay, so waiting person we won't attend this program, waiting the person go benefits and the program they free.
Definitely, in a very free program. So, waiting you go benefit strategies day. Outside strategies we even get like things to help boost our clients. Say you come, you fund your account. Anything where you fund your account to go match out with you 100%. So let's say you do 100, now we'll use 100. Follow you for body so that you go get more leverage. You get what they call leverage, like credit, so you go take trade. And the thing, this money where they use matching now money where if it still use trade, make money, may even withdraw your money. You know, say some people go give you money when you go fit come out. But this one you go fit withdraw the profit where you make from the money. So that one day. Then also if you get the kind of instruments where you go trade for our platform, we go match you back with $2 per lot. But T&C they all this. Nobody say I go tell you say you go just come say T&C's they all these things. And once you don't meet the T&C straight, we go credit you the money where you don't already get.
Okay, some of as we talk all this, you get some people they say every time I so cho. I want me gonna talk to people where they listen to us. I wanna give them that assurance. You understand? Say when them come this kind of thing, because we'd always talk say if you want to change your life, you listen to radio and opportunities like this where you need to put your body into. But I want to talk to Nigerians. We're gonna give
go witness loss the day. But waiting we they very keen on now to make sure say your profits they supersede your losses, right? So many people don't do this thing before. They don't do it with wrong platform. They don't do it with wrong people. But most times they always they ask the question say, waiting you do differently. They tell you to make you do A, you do B, or they tell you to make you do B, you do C. So all these things join waiting make people talk say this thing no they work, this thing no legit. But come on Thursday, like we said, we don't do this business for over 16 years. We don't get clients for over Nigeria, for South Africa, all over the world where they trade with Vantage. We don't they do this thing for a very long time. We get strategies to show you. Come on Thursday, bring your questions, bring the platform where you don't they use before we say they're profitable. Make we show you how we they do them.
So this Thursday,
18th of June at Golden Tulip Hotel number 1 Ever 10 a.m. sharp.
And I know they do African Man time.
No African Man time. 10 a.m. sharp.
Okay.
No African Man time. But you need to register. So send PH1 to 0906 059 3552.
I feel say it fast. Still repeat that number.
Send PH1 to 0906 059 36 059 3552.
Just your final word for people really listen to us.
We dey expect to na come. Why would they expect na be say we know as country be, we know as everything
double
be.
Strange.
Yes, now we get students we want make extra money. We get parents where they try meet up needs for their children. We understand how all this thing be, and the only way where you feel come up from your present situation now if you take action, if you do new things. So now why would they say make una come? make una see another source of income when I feel they use the help family and yourself too.
Thank you very much, Vantage, for this beautiful one. Now, well done.
Thank you.
More break, we don't show back. We just enter the first story we'll get for you because we don't really get the best of time. International Monetary Fund, I think they call them IMF. They don't come out contour say, as it be like this, say federal government, Nigerian federal government. They ask them how many times we will call on a name. Then federal government shall say, nah, 3 times on a call. So then say, Nigerians, make on a tax Nigerians. On a they handle these people with soft hand too much. Make on a tax Nigerians. Phone calls, make on a put tax for phone call. If they phone person, if you say one call your husband, one call your boyfriend, one call your side chick, they suppose they add tax. Don't say the one they pay. It's too cheap compared to what other African countries they pay. After now they cry. Other African countries they pay more. Then toss even for fuel. Say make them add tax. So that Nigerians go they pay now. All this money them now they go use bring better to the Nigerian people. IMF they beg Nigeria. And remember say IMF they always give us money. You understand? So your helper now they beg you say make you do this. He just say Nigerian government no go stand up to say they like say phone call. When they don't call after, say people go to call to their fed out, call the complaint. You
see, so IMF for everything where they this world, as this world big rich, waiting they see not to advise our government to tax us more. Say if they want me top, if they need money to do things, say they need to tax. Or, like I don't get it.
Child, don't speak English.
What if you reach to speak English? Oh, country people they cry say they never see food chop. Then they advise the government, and you know our government, another one they go quick take. Before you know now they go release one statement. Say imagine even IMF is telling us that we are not doing enough. We should tax more. We not come on subsidy. Say we not don't get enough money. Wait, make a get one to reward be one federal government. They just share fact 2 point how many trillion naira. Make the thing open, make I read them for country people. So all this money where it dey? IMF not go tell our government say, please fix your refineries. Please, your steel. Let your steel start working. The textile companies, everything where don't they pack up, they no go talk that one. Say they not to tax Nigerians like they tax us, make we do waiting. Not be January here, now they increase tariff for phone calls and internet. Just January here. They may they go increase again for June. It be like they no one more make call again. But
you want to talk something?
I want to read this story. Where fact they say they share.
Okay.
So the Federation Account Allocation Committee has shared 2.26 trillion naira.
Money don't enter.
Money don't enter. Oh. IMF no see that one.
How much and get River State? You see our
that one now we need to go begin the break and down.
So if you see how much and give River State and how much and give you Biakbo.
You won't go block them for gate. You want to block them for
gate? I won't call him now. If you see that money,
you get his number, baby.
It's a government. It's a public servant. Everybody's supposed to get access to the government. You understand?
But they give the general one. How much go to federal government? How much go? But they no break up. So wait till me. I want tell IMF. Be say for now, may they no advise us. We don't need that their advice, please. Make we manage like this as we did. Which one be made they can't tax us more? Tax us more, use the money, do it.
Okay, so if you're not listening to us, when we open the phone line, on I go tell us how on I see that particular one. We know to get time, so just a Russian.
We just hit and
The second story is no longer news again. Say court don't order INEC to remove ADC and some other parties. Accord day inside Abi, and as he say accord, then don't tell them INEC. Court don't tell them say me they remove their names from the register for the portal. But I notice say Accord they do campaign currently.
If now you go back out immediately. Now what for you?
As they speak, they do campaign for what is they call it?
Not be August be their election.
For Osun State.
Where Davido fly from America come to support your uncle.
What about if I don't want to talk, God forbid. What about if it can't happen, say these parties INEC can't remove them. They don't carry the matter, go appeal courts. But what about if it can't happen like that? What think it will happen? Because a lot of people facing at politics based on say why people they facing at politics. They say one of the criteria be say you must get at least make you win election at least. Make it be say you get 1 or 2 persons we get positions. You understand?
But ADC get 1 or 2 now.
Yeah, 1 or 2 you get. We need to go market. But when we come back from market, we'll tell on how it be. Man, I not go anywhere.
I get the update for you. Bet Naija truly Naija. It don't enter, life it don't enter. Casino like no other with the Bet Naija.
Spin and win big with Bet Niger's truly Nigerian casino. Not for persons under the age of 18. Bet responsibly.
Bet Niger, truly Niger.
Bentoni Bags Limited. We produce polypropylene branded nylon bags for companies and market use.
Oh yes, are you into rice production and packaging of all kinds? Our PP polypropylene bags is specially made for you. Bentoni Bags Limited. We produce top-notch branded bags, nylon for companies use. Whatever business you are doing, you need our bags for packaging and easy movement. Our products are shopping sacks, agro sacks, nylon, twine, nail sacks, and general PP woven sacks. Locate us at plot in 23 Harbour Industrial Layout, Atani Road, Onisha, behind the former Paul Mike Sports Stadium, Onisha. Our contact phone numbers are 0913-966-3639 or 0813-928-4850.
Bentoni Bags Limited.
Bentoni Bags Limited. Originality is our name.
There comes a moment when God breathes fresh strength into his people, a moment when faith rises, purpose is renewed, and lives are transformed. That moment is here. Join us for Refuel Conference 2026 at the King's Assembly as we gather under the theme Unstoppable. Experience 5 powerful days of worship, revelation, impartation, and life-changing encounters with God. Ministering are Pastor Chris Ugo, Pastor Yemisi Ugo, Dr. Sam Adeyemi, Bishop David Abioye, Pastor Tola Udutola, Reverend George Izua, and music by New Song and Minister Moses Bliss. Date, June 17th to 21st, 2026. Venue, The King's Assembly, 58 Tombia Road, GRA Phase 3, Port Harcourt. It's more than a conference, it's a divine appointment, a time to be refreshed, a time to be empowered, a time to become unstoppable. Refuel Conference 2026. For more information, visit thekingsassembly.org/refuel. See you there.
Port Harcourt, are you ready? Today 95.1 FM. Port Harcourt, voice of the people.
Okay, we don't show again. We're still there for 95.1. Waiting to happen at the show. My name is Sekuro. I do with.
And my name is Mary Queen.
So like this now, courts don't talk say make INEC remove ADC and some other parties from the INEC portal. Mary Queen, you facing a politics where they happen like this?
Definitely in a politics. This one I go call use. You know, say NDC get their own way. Okay. At that party, they already carry go courts.
NDC own.
So everybody they collect.
So all the opposition. What about APC? Nobody carry APC.
APC in opposition. No be there wear the shoe, the cock shoe that they wear them now. So this one is just politics. That just politics nine and they play because like Moku we use the ADC for example. Atiku don't spend so much money, you know, to do primaries, you know, come emerge as a candidate and then all of a sudden, or even Osun State at Deleke, where the election are just 2 months from now. I mean, why they dash people hope like this? It doesn't make sense. So I feel this is politics taken too far. Politics taken too far. But And I call say make I go check where the judge from. For the enough, the judge is from Cross River State. I say, Oga.
Because people don't they question the judge.
Now they
I
talking.
They see a lot of comments. Say this
is a political judge and all those things. Now myself, I say, okay, make I go even view where Oga from. Oga from Ogoja for Cross River State. I'm like, what? Okay.
It shock you.
It shocked me. I know lie, but I just feel his politics taking too far. That's just it.
Okay, when we open the phone line, and I go tell us how I see that particular matter. We enter the final story. This particular story no just make sense. It's a very sad one, but on I know how we be. No be like say we they plan to bring sad to come radio, but now waiting they happen. 9 be the story where they carry come radio. Okay, so this particular story now once woman we be say she and her brother. Then get business where they run one cement business. I don't know, 1 or 2 they can't happen. They can't get problem. As they get problem now, the problem not too sweet. It look like say some kind of money loss and all that. The brother can't use verse mind. Say no. This in sister, I must deal with you. That's why in holding sister, jacking sister, go put in sister inside one room. And this one they happen for Mpape area of my Tama extension. In carrying sister, go put inside one dark room. As in put in sister, they ain't can't chain her leg, chain her hand, just chain the woman. So this the woman just they in chains. So woman with the normal. I think on the 9, some people can like, "Father, that your sister ain't come so man." Say the woman know the mentally stable. Say if you like say this thing
one nut
don't lost. So now even when the woman go tell him say, but I never mad man. you know anybody.
They go say na so then they talk.
Anybody wait on mad small. Immediately just say, I never mad now. If you don't go psychiatric hospital for Romik boy, if you relate to it and talk. If you just say, I never mad, I say don't worry. Now so
na them
the thing don't they start. So this is how they say, but I never mad. Now saying you chain her, just drop her inside one room, dirty room for 4 years, then chain the woman, keep there. The woman, her health done, according to what in English called deteriorate. The health don't scatter, don't burst. But if you see the woman self, you fit no really eat food. But I can't the reason say this one a family. Waiting go make a brother carry in sister, even if them girls issues about money, carry her go put inside our room, lock her. This prison don't even pass Kuje prison.
If
not Kuje, you know, feed it like that.
Kuje, at least you get freedom to work inside the prison.
You even learn skill. You even go open university and some other thing. But this one, the woman, they inside one dark room. Like, if you see the woman, she's a shadow of herself.
So even the police still say the woman machete well. This one, I waiting me, I go call. You know, when the Bible says the heart of man is desperately, not just wicked though, desperately wicked. Because when I can't go through the story, first and foremost, you carry the woman picking first. They say till now, they never even see the picking. Police, they even talk, say that they suspect rituals. So maybe you don't use the boy for rituals. Say they see they find the boy, they never see him. And the man never get talk where he keep the picking. Now, both your nephew and your sister, you use them, they play kalo. Like, I don't get it. It don't reach the one where blood, I think said before, they say blood is thicker than water. But this one now, blood, you don't even come, you don't do you as anything. And then where their parents, is it that they are orphans? Where the parents of the girl no find her for one day, they no get other siblings. I mean, the story is not just adding up for me, but whatever it is, they say the lady, according to police, will say, when they break the door, enter. Because first, the man be first one, try to hinder them. As they push her one side, break the door. So where the woman dey, now there she dey go toilet, now there she dey piss, now there they throw food like dog where she dey chop. Like, I don't get it. Because of money. You see, say this hardship don't make the love of money. Don't they make us, we know they get human sympathy again. We know they get value for life again. I just scroll online today. I see where they say one boy, killing girlfriend, use that do ritual, bury him for him backyard.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like, the killing is getting out of hand.
Okay.
The man inhumanity to man, I don't know how we want to do more. Pastors were supposed to help us. Now then they go pack wife, they marry. We no can understand again. Because now they're supposed to preach the gospel. We're going to touch people's hearts. But at this point, this is just what the Bible says. The heart of man is desperately wicked.
This one now, the heart of my family member is desperately wicked.
Be man. Now the Bible no difference. Once the Bible say man, both man and woman, brother, sister, boy, girl, father, mother, everybody.
Anyways,
it's a terrible situation.
And I don't listen to all the story then we'll carry come here. I know some of the story then they're very sad, but it's not be our fault. We always bring the information really happen for we country. The phone number to call now 0810 9510 951. Make I take come back again. 0810 9510 951. Then those of you who want to reach us for SMS and WhatsApp now 0701 9339 962. Now just 1 minute. Everybody get hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Your name and where you call us from?
My name is Mazi Chigemecha Mbogo, reporting from Aba, Holy Land and Bethlehem of Biafra, land of Gaza.
Continue.
IMF is advising Nigeria government to increase the core tariff, right?
Normally, yes.
I would like to ask IMF, the same government that they are asking to increase this core tariff, it's not the same government that remove fuel subsidy. The same government that increase electricity tariff. The same government that increase import duty. The same government that increase interest rate. It's part of those increasements and removal of fuel subsidy. Millions of Nigeria are still living in poverty. Millions of Nigeria don't have shelter. Millions of Nigeria don't have access to electricity. Millions of Nigeria children in Nigeria are out of school. They are still advising them to increase core tariff. Most Nigeria are even paying double taxation because when you pay to federal government, you also pay to the bandit. Which kind of advice is that? That's my question. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, Mary Queen and Sikuru.
It's some in the building.
Good evening.
Yes,
sir. These people where they pay their parents. I think they get 100, they tie them at the way to. Then you go home, go to carry me, lock it out, cut time.
Maybe in droga. If you put something inside food. Yeah, so by the time I go clear, I don't tire, say she don't mad.
This one no be blood, no be the same blood with that one. That one another thing, another different thing. I know see blood is thicker than water. Person can't be brother like that. Carry a brother skin come carry and you don't know where in proper. That man says go let them check and make him they carry and pass go like check in brain. And this one where they say make them come out these people, you know they and actually Nigerians them all these politicians they fear themselves. Waiting like they say they don't join this article with this person, the content system make them come out and let them do this, let them do that. No, we see now how the thing will go. Where you don't do primary police, they say let them come out them for speech. They say waiting they happen. This will country.
Thank you very much.
No for this.
Thank you. Today now the last man and last woman with the gift card. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Sikura American. Good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
Your name and where they call us from?
Okay. My name is Sua. They come from Element.
Welcome.
What's your voice?
Yeah, I guess question was my queen asked about the woman, parents, and siblings. My own question are the father of the Peking. That is her husband. What about that one? That one no.
A baby mama now. Maybe she been born for house, and then maybe the father denied the Peking or something.
Okay. So, is it 4 years? Is there the kind of thing say when you hear, your mind will just fly? It's terrible. Terrible, honestly. It's disheartening.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Your name and where they call us from, your ginger.
My name is Everest. I'm calling from Choba.
Everest, welcome.
It's your voice.
Thank you. My sister and my brothers. You know who cancelled June 12 election? Mrs. Victoria from Cross Basket. Then you know, she can't go to mitigate. Here I go the same Cross Clubber people. Now this one, the same Clubber. Then they use us as toilet paper when the time reach. I told them they use us for bad news for this country.
You from Calabar? You from Cross River?
Yes, I am.
Ah, try. No, everywhere good.
That one I hope you they keep on my
Calabar fine, no. Leave it in judge do or no judge. Trump is saying the person will do this election at Calabar. No, but Calabar people are very nice people. Hello, good evening.
That one day.
Good evening, Sikuru and our queen.
Good evening, welcome.
Thank you, this nursing from the greater.
Okay. Continue.
Okay, let me just advise them to Koro. You want to marry from Fulani, eh?
Yes, sir.
It's very good, though. Before, it's 100 stroke. They collect money. Now 100 stroke.
Nah, I said they collect money.
Now, where bride price don't increase, if it be 200 or 500.
And for Fulani, 200, 500, waiting.
Now you go chop the bit.
They collect money na cane.
Okay, na cane, okay.
So just, I encourage you.
I go soon start gym.
So, you see, the leaders we have in this country, once our president, our leaders, they see white men, their brain, they defeat work. Then they see white men as God. Now, IMF advised on our president to remove subsidy. Now, see IMF come one time shout. If you follow news. So you don't remove the subsidy. The two ways you're supposed to you do them. Then we could go back to.
Try, sorry, your network, no verse, my brother. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Sikuro and Marifin.
Still love, welcome.
Thank you. I want Shukma put for the one where they don't come out NGC DC for Abin and Atokana.
They never come out court just give order.
Okay. I want to talk this for that one. See waiting at the suspect ruling party and then they work this thing. Why didn't they see him? I mean, they get all the whole governor for this thing. How many governor waiting there to see the show? All the court, the judiciary, and I didn't get that. They see this. When they learn near NGO, I don't know how they do this people for this. And this man, where he goes tie his sister for room. But I hope they don't catch him. As he could live a full and nipestio, me a day for years.
Okay,
shoot your shot, my sister. Shoot your shot.
I'll look into you. Somebody say, who are you?
She's a still love.
I'm Sikura.
Evening, my welcome, Jerry. Ejima, welcome. Chukma.
Thank you. I want to ask a question. The brother wait his sister for room for 4 years. Now, real story or just making the same. And I really like because I think how she takes food, how she take clothes, how she go toilet and the other things.
Okay, so make I answer you. The police talk say she know they change clothes. She that place where she sit down, na there she dey poo, na there she dey do everything. And not be just tie you in chain am like dog. So na true story. In fact, it happened inside the city of Abuja, the heart of Abuja. Now it happened.
Oh, this is not. I think all this is not end time. Let's say the way we know here for radio like this for 4 years. Somebody there indoor. It's well, bye bye, market, I bet.
Bye bye, my sister. Truly, na end time with it. That one day.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, Sikoro.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah, they greet everyone. Mary Queen. Good
evening. Welcome.
Now, TLC.
TLC in the building.
Put your voice, TLC. Network don't come out.
Network knocks TLC come out, chai.
Hello, good evening.
Hello. Yeah, good evening. This is Dixon calling from Uniport.
From Uniport, put your voice.
Yes. It's going back to Lagos from 2026. And I will going back to Lagos from 2026. And I will encourage all Nigerians to rise up, fight against injustice that's going on in our country, Nigeria. Everyone should team up behind Atiku Abubakar to chase APC government out of Nigeria. We're tired of
Are you
APC
campaigning?
hunger
Are you
everywhere.
campaigning? Are you campaigning for Atiku?
No, we're not campaigning.
No. It sound. You need to come. You need to buy. You need to buy airtime. You need to buy airtime to campaign.
Okay, I'm not campaigning for Atiku, but Nigeria should rise up and fight against injustice going on in our country, Nigeria.
Thank you very
and
much,
let's take
sir.
over our country come 2027.
Thank you, sir. Hello, good evening. Whoever at Atiku.
Hello, MC Koro.
Good evening, sir. COC.
I'm back again. I greet everybody. I don't know why God know they bomb me put for that kind of family where they get brother way wicked. And they show them people.
No, don't talk that kind of thing. Get some people way wicked.
No.
No talk
people
that
where they
thing.
wicked.
The fee
people where
set
they
you up.
wicked. See, so
no pray may you get that kind brother.
I know why they tell you this, so I know they lie today for where they treat person. If we get like a 5% of land, would they fight? Make him be 1-1. I know that for that party where you say you go collect 3, that's collect 1. It not go happen. It not go happen. It not fit happen unless you know be my papa, the same mama bomb me and you. It not fit happen. Why you go to do like that? At least God want you go use somebody. You know they're good now. You carry my own sister, go lock for room. I be your brother, the same brother. Me. You know, if you try him for my family. No, you know, if you try him.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. But no pray may you get wicked brother. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Securo, good evening.
Yeah, your name and where they call us from?
My name is they call you from Port.
Put your voice, you get 35 seconds.
Okay, the person, the one with me I want to talk now, the one where that boy go tie his sister. Where the making go tie his sister like that? Tie your sister there inside house, they chop food there, they shit there, they piss. How that kind of room go there? Some people they wicked though. People they wicked.
Thank you very much. So this call now we'll take the last man or woman, the last man and woman, and they take our recharge card. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
You they interested in our recharge card?
Yes.
Give me your last phone number.
2516.
2516. Put your voice. 20 seconds.
Hello, I want to another man will go tie his sister. The man not like it's the hardship behind the custom.
Okay.
The man not so.
Thank you very much.
No,
So we. Okay, thank you. We just need one woman voice. Hello, good evening. Hello. We need a woman to take this other recharge card. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
No, we find woman. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
We find woman. Hello, good evening.
I mean, the last caller.
Now, hello, now, miss them.
9128.
9128.
Send your number, come now. Nah. Before we come out here.
If you don't see your number, Utilo is gone. Okay. We'll enter our SMS.
MC Guru and my queen. Good evening. My name is Ezekiel. I called on other INET, the register agency and other small parties. No, yeah, we there. Now we there. Now tell you there. And I don't forget. And in special advisor, now that the weeks. And I see politics 2027. I don't see when I wasting our time, go vote. I don't say make nobody no vote too. Nobody get vote. Even on that age, go vote. You know go count. And I know people were there for that justice. Justice Lifu. That one go play na Kung Fu. Justice Lifu, Master Lifu, go play na Kung Fu. Who are the ones? Just a lot of something one side. See, what's in this country now? Revolution. Not even the office, and the special advisor now the weeks. That the weeks now be special advisor, even I don't know.
When I don't do, thank you.
MC Guru and Mary Queen. On our way down. Yeah. Man, Chen, his sister. Because of money for 4 years. No, that guy is not just wicked. That guy has a mission. Yes. Either he's into rituals or something. Because you can't tell me because of money you can, wicked your sister to this. I say, no. Is that guy needs evaluation. Then coming to the court that asking INEC to deregister these some parties, unless they want this election not to hold in 2027, because I can't see a party that has the whole 2030 waiting government. 31 will be 30 governors and still be afraid of competing with other political parties. You have the whole money, you have the INEC, you have this, you have that, and you're still afraid of other parties. Come on. It's high time Nigerians wake up with all these nonsensicals. Then, lastly, this one is not, it's for MC Kuro that say you like eating pasta. As a man, no. Even as a woman, pasta is not a good food. Not those pasta, they are not good. Please, all right?
Thank you very much for your advice. I'll stop eating pasta from today. I'll stop eating pasta from today.
MC Kuro and Mary Queen, on our way down. Yeah, man.
Good evening, MC Kuro and Mary Queen. I want to speak on IMF telling Nigeria to tax costs, tax fuel, and other things. I want to ask, the one they advise them to tax, that they have taxed, what have the government done with the money? You keep telling government that have not provided light, that have not provided security, that have not provided job. You keep telling them to tax the citizens that is providing everything for themselves. Does it make sense to them? The IMF is there where they operate for. Is there no security there? Is there no electricity there? Is the government of the country not providing jobs? They've not, as if they are providing job, all those things, basic abilities for the country. They keep telling them to tax Nigeria. They should go ahead and tax Nigeria now. We will know how far. They will use their hands and scatter the whole thing before 2027 election. Frank from Sanfield Burukiri.
Frank, thank you very much for that one from Sanfield Burukiri.
Good evening, MC Kuro and my sister in the studio. My name is Ateke. I'm calling from UP Sanfield Burukiri. Court said they should not recognize other parties. My brother, it's like God don't have anything in this country to offer to us, we the common men. So do they want this country to be one party system? Do they want us to be in one party system? In this hardship that people are dying every day. People are dying every day in this country. Now party want to come out so that there will be a changes in this country. God said that they should not recognize other parties.
All right, thank you so much. Message is open. Good evening, MC Kuro and Marie Queen. Make una tell IMF say na them be our major problem. What is the government doing with the loans and taxes they are collecting? No light, no security, no good road, and cost of living is going higher every day. Make IMF, our government, fear God small now. AA from Igrita. All right, I'm going to Facebook sharply. The advice by IMF against of the will of poor Nigerian suffering is unjust because poverty rate is higher. This is a systematic suffering. Okay, thank you, Adi. Chidi Adi, it's also truth be told, those or any individual in IMF that makes such comment must be out of their senses because no normal thinking person will see what Nigeria is passing through in Tinubu government and said that the federal government is not taxing Nigeria enough. That tax should be made on phone calls and fuel. We have to go. Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Those people don't send their number.
They never send though. Based on and the other guy.
No, well done.